have in college basketball. So it doesn't surprise me that they've turned it around a little bit.
Speaking of turn things around, Indiana continues to roll. They took care of Oregon last night. Nate Biddle was back. They still don't have Jackson Shellstat, so Oregon's been shorthanded a good chunk of the season. Lamar Wilkerson gets 40-plus, 92-74.
You got some of them, but
some, but not as many as last Saturday, right? So
No,
he was from inside. He was good outside the arc and almost perfect inside the arc. So Indiana moving on. There's some terrific games, obviously, on Saturday. Illinois, Michigan State was really good theater. Michigan State winning that game in overtime. And the Badgers are going to see a team tonight and a team on Friday that do a lot of things well, including hit the glass.
Well, hit the glass, right? And transition, a little bit of everything. They've got a challenging week ahead, so buckle up, get ready to go.
Absolutely. Badgers and the Illinois Fighting Illini here tonight. You got Michigan at 12-1. Illinois a step behind at 11-2. Nebraska sitting 10-2. The Spartans with that win 10-3. Purdue trying to get to 10-3 tonight, sitting at 9-3. Then it's UCLA, the top of that second tier right now at 9-4. Wisconsin and Iowa are at 8-4. And that is your look around the Big Ten, presented by the Big Ten Network. After this break, we'll have the UW Health Injury Update, plus the Wisconsin DOT starting lineups. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
To be a Badger, it takes dedication, perseverance, and an unstoppable drive for excellence. Our team at UW Health Sports Medicine is no different. We bring the same fierce Badger spirit to every surgery, therapy, and training, working tirelessly to keep Wisconsin's athletes at the top of their game. Whether it's nailing the game-winning shot or delivering top-tier care, UW-Madison and UW Health are a dream team committed to achieving greatness. Together, we don't just deliver, we dominate. UW Health. Remarkable.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober, or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
WEA Member Benefits is proud to support Wisconsin public school employees. Founded by educators, for educators, everything we do starts with you. For over 50 years, we've provided trusted retirement and investment options, personal insurance, and financial planning programs exclusively for public school employees and their families. Visit WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
An intimate and cozy dining atmosphere is ready for you inside of Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells at the Copper Oak Steakhouse. Here, dinner isn't just a meal, it's a full-on experience. With our signature wood fire grill located within the dining room, enjoy a meticulous menu that includes hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, nightly chef specials, and so much more. The Copper Oak Steakhouse awaits. Call and make your reservations today.
Hey, Badger fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. Let's go Badgers! SeatGeek.
Hey Badger fans, winter is in full swing, and in Wisconsin, that means serious cold. That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable and friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your heating systems running safely and efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, ask about rebates and financing available through participating dealers for qualified buyers. Find your local Bryant dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
Back in Champaign, time for the injury update presented by UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers treating you. Everybody up and ready for Wisconsin. That includes Austin Rapp, who missed the Indiana game. He was sick for a good portion of last week, has been building himself back up, has had a couple of good days of practice. Rapp is up and available, as is everybody else for the Badgers today. As for Illinois, Andrei Stojakovic listed as questionable. He's gone through pregame warm-ups. He is dressed for the game today, but he will not start. There will be a change in the lineup for Illinois, and they're still waiting on the return of Kylan Boswell. He's been out since about the middle of January with a hand injury. They're thinking his return is going to be sooner than later, but not tonight. And that is your injury update presented by UW Health Sports Medicine. Now to the starting lineups, brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. For the Illinois Fighting Illini, Brad Underwood in his 9th year now in Champaign. His starting five will consist of the following. A front line made up of David Mirkovic, 6'9", 250-pound freshman from Montenegro, averaging 12.5 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game. Ben Humrichhaus will be in the lineup tonight with Stojakovic not in the starting five. This will be the second start for Humrichhaus. He started for the first and only time prior to tonight against Northwestern on January 14th. Jake Davis, by the way, it's Jake Davis wig night. Can't wait for Butchie to post his photo.
Oh, I am.
There you go. Jake, 6'6", junior out of McCordsville, Indiana, 5.3 points, 2 rebounds a game. In the middle is Tomislav Ivasic, 7'1", junior from Croatia, 10 points, 5.5 points per game. His twin brother comes off the bench. He's 7'2", Zvonimir Ivasic. Had to do a lot of rehearsing with the names here tonight. Tomislav averaging 10 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. And the freshman sensation, Keaton Wagler, 6'6", out of Shawnee, Kansas. Nearly 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and better than 4 assists per contest. For Greg Gard's Wisconsin Badgers, Gard in his 11th season, 229 wins, 125 of those in the Big Ten. That has him in the top 20 all-time in the conference. Right now he's tied for 19th with the great Dr. Tom Davis. Starting five up front, Nolan Winter in the first five. 11 double-doubles, including a career-high 26 points on Saturday. He had 12 rebounds in the game. He is joined up front by Alexis Bieljauskas, the freshman from Lithuania, 4.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Andrew Rohde, 6.5 points, nearly 3 assists per contest. Nick Boyd at 20 points a game, 3.5 assists. And John Blackwell rounds out the starting five, 18.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2.3 assists per game. When they last met, the Badgers emerged victorious in Madison. That snapped what was a 9-game winning streak that Illinois had in this series. And those are your starting lineups. The Clean Mark opening tip is coming up. Clean Mark, proud cleaning partner of Wisconsin Athletics and trusted by organizations nationwide to keep facilities game day ready. Clean Mark, you deserve clean. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Echoing. Goes to the goal and sends it down with the right hand. From Madtown. Drives to the hole. Layup good for Blackwell. And all throughout the great state of Wisconsin. Carrington again. His 7th 3 of the night. It's time.
Be relentless. Play for the front of the jersey.
For Badger. Rebound Winter to the rim. Slam dunk. Basketball.
When the lights go on and the scoreboard starts ticking, who respond in those moments?
Measures it open 3. Got it. John Blackwell yet again.
Go show what we can do.
Takes it out to Alexis. Wide open 3. Heat check. Yes, sir. Why not?
Go prove how good of a team we are.
And the Badgers win it. They take down Michigan in Ann Arbor.
This group is fearless. They're excited for what's coming.
Good! John Blackwell for 3. John Blackwell for the win.
This is the culture of Wisconsin.
Sky's the limit.
Badger Basketball is brought to you by Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of Wisconsin Athletics. SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Wisconsin Badgers. Find tickets to Badger games and more. SeatGeek. And by UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. Tip-off is just moments away. Let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay.
Good evening from State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois, alongside Brian Butch, our engineer Dave McCann, and Aisha Jackson at our network studio. This is Matt LePay. We welcome you to Wisconsin basketball. Another tough road assignment. It's life in the Big Ten as the Badgers 16-7 overall, 8-4 in league play against Brad Underwood's Illinois Fighting Illini, 20-4 overall, 11-2 in conference play. Before we get started, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Looks to be a sellout, or really close to it. They love their basketball in Champaign, and why wouldn't they again this season? As Illinois proving it is a definite contender for all of it. The Big Ten has a few of those teams that fit that category. They've been without Kylan Boswell for the last 3 weeks, but they've still been humming up until Saturday when they lost in overtime in East Lansing. So, Brian, the Badgers know they can beat among the best of the best. They went to Ann Arbor and did it. Is the formula similar tonight, you think, if Wisconsin is to get this one here?
Well, I think the formula is somewhat similar, but Illinois' bigs are more mobile than Michigan's bigs, which now all of a sudden creates the opportunity is, are you going to be able to have those wide open threes as far as, when they against Michigan, Wisconsin's bigs were able to have wide open looks. I don't think you're going to have wide open looks. I think the concept still is the same. Drive, attack the paint, kick out for wide open looks. But you've got to get the defense of Illinois to collapse first. Then all of a sudden, that's where you're going to spray out, create the closeouts. This Illinois team is a team that does not foul. They're elite at not fouling. I think you have to still put pressure at the rim and try to force a whistle call, though. Because once they're out of position, and that foul opportunity is going to come on the closeout, but you first have to break the paint, create the closeout. The offense has the advantage, then attack. That's when you're going to get a whistle. Going one-on-one, you're not going to get a whistle. Illinois is too good defensively. The three-point line for both teams is going to matter. How do you close out to the three-point shooters? Illinois, how do they close out to Wisconsin? Wisconsin, how do you close out to Illinois? And then I think the biggest thing is for Wisconsin, most importantly, you can't have live ball turnovers. We know how good Wisconsin is at not turning the ball over, but this environment, this situation, if you turn the ball over, nothing good is going to happen.
And as you said at the top of the broadcast, Brian, a half an hour ago, the ending was sour. There were a lot of things to not be happy about that might not have been in your control. We'll put it diplomatically that way, but is a great philosopher once said, "It is what it is. You got to move it." As you said, life isn't always fair.
I was reading that book. Yeah,
no, it's a great book.
It's great book. Yeah.
That was the name of the book. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you have to move on, and even if that means us against the world, right? I mean, they wouldn't be the first. If people tend to do it, if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do.
But realistically, like, life isn't fair. That's what's so great about athletics is you get a chance to go ahead and turn the page quickly, and that's what this group needs to do. They can't have carryover and come out and perform and get off to a slow start because they're looking for things. They just can't.
Badgers in the traveling Cardinal, player-designed unis. Illinois in the home whites and the orange and blue trim. DJ Karstensen, James Breeding, and Will Howard are your officials here for tonight in Champaign for the Badgers and the Fighting Illini. Our first look in person of Keaton Wagler, who has been outstanding. He had a couple of power conference offers, Minnesota being one, Illinois being the other. Thought, let's see what the freshman can do. And everybody who follows college basketball heard about him when he hung 46 on Purdue at Mackey Arena. But he was good before then, and he was off his game on Saturday, but still got to the foul line a lot and got 16.
He did, yeah, exactly. I think that's the biggest thing is Wisconsin's got to do that. He had 9 fouls drawn versus Michigan State. Wisconsin has to play with their chest, not their hands, because we know how good he is at getting to the free throw line and getting fouls on your top players.
Tomislav Ivicic and Nolan Winter will jump center. Nolan coming off the 26-point, 12-rebound performance. His 11th double-double of the season. A model of consistency, and they need another big night for him. Toss and tap to Wisconsin from our vantage point by the Badgers bench. Wisconsin moves to our right to the first half, and we're underway. Nick Boyd against Ben Humrickhouse, throwing to Nolan Winter. Will feed Andrew Rohde at the top of the circle. Takes a left lane line. Tossed it back out to Winter. He'll flip to Boyd. Left hand dribble to the free throw line. Lobs it into Nolan. Winter goes up. No, they'll get a basket interference. Count the basket. Winter with the first points of the game.
But, Matt, that play was multiple sides of the floor. Then it ends in a middle ball screen with a high roll or a deep roll by Nolan Winter for a lob. Like, great offensive execution.
Illinois moving to our left in the first half. Wagler chased by Rohde. Wagler off the right elbow. He'll throw it to Mirkovic, the freshman, moving in. He's 6'9", 250. Rohde got him on the switch. A pass back out to Wagler, picked up by Nolan Winter. Wagler with 8 to shoot. Wagler down the lane to the rim, runs it up and in off the glass. And we're tied at 2.
And Wagler just so good at just body control.
Nick Boyd to the front court for Wisconsin. Humrickhouse getting his second start will defend. Now Blackwell out high. Blackwell stops at the free throw line. Turns it back out to Rohde. A refeed to Blackwell. Wagler defending. A jab step from John. Hooks a pass to Bieljauskas. Shot fake top of the circle. Gives off to Boyd. 10 to shoot. Winter feeds Rohde. 3-shot right wing. Off the rim. Over the backboard. It'll be Illinois ball. Minute 12 gone by. We are tied at 2. And Keaton Wagler will bring it up. Wagler against Michigan State was 2 of 16 from the field. That second hit got the Illini within 3. Then he stole the inbounds pass. Illinois had a chance to tie it, but misfired at the buzzer. Wagler had it. Ball knocked away. It's loose. And coming up with it is Andrew Rohde down the lane to the rim. Layup is good. Rohde the steal and the bucket.
Well, they're doing a good job in the ball screen with Wagler, being able forcing him to his left hand. They're not letting him go right.
A lot of work on ball screen D. Mirkovic tries a 3 right side. That's off the rim. Rebound Blackwell. He'll turn and go. Blackwell to the front court to the line, down the lane. Goes up, and it's blocked from behind Mirkovic. And coming out of there with it is Blackwell. He'll give off to Boyd. The Badgers want to get in the open floor whenever they can. Here's Boyd. Right of the lane, working baseline, bounces to Rohde, fakes the 3, whips it to Boyd, takes the 3 left side. That's short, no good. Mirkovic the rebound for the Illini. 2:10 gone by, 4-2 Wisconsin. David Mirkovic at the top of the circle. He'll snap off an open 3, and that rattles in and out and back in. Better than 37% from distance, 5 for the Illini.
Well, Wisconsin defensively needs to talk communication-wise. He comes down and nobody picks him up.
2.5 minutes into the game, 5-4 Illinois. Andrew Rohde high on the left. He'll throw to Winter. Whips it to Blackwell. Blackwell at the right point. A toss to Bieljauskas. Is off to Boyd, off the left wing. Boyd, left elbow, leaning, shooting. Back rim, no. Long rebound. Humrickhouse of Illinois. And Humrickhouse up the right side of the front court. Feeds Mirkovic between the circles. Gives off to Tomislav Ivasic, who already has his jersey ripped right at the letters. ILL. With the ball now is Wagler. Drives the lane to the rim, and he missed the dunk. Rebound, Blackwell for Wisconsin. John up the middle front court. Leaves it to Rhodey. Rhodey with a flip for Nolan Winter. Throws to Boyd. Baseline left. Driving. Humrickhouse defending. Back out to Bieliauskas. Tries a three right of the circle. Good for Alexis Bieliauskas. You remember that Michigan game? He was a factor.
I think the same thing.
If that's a preview of coming attractions, that's not bad. 7-5 Wisconsin. We're not quite 3.5 minutes in. Ivasic, right foul line extended. Gets it to Wagler. Lobs it back to Ivasic, right of the lane. Single coverage, Nolan Winter. Ivasic turns up right hand. Glass and rim, no good. Nolan Winter, the rebound for Wisconsin. Flips to Boyd. Left side of the front court is Nick Boyd. And a whistle. Play is stopped as...
And I don't know what they're reviewing.
They're going to review something here. The Illinois bench not pleased about... Brad Underwood, I think, in the Illinois bench was talking about something, but we're going to have a review, and we're going to also have a media timeout. So we'll get it all sorted out. We'll tell you, fans, American Family Insurance is the official insurance partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Visit amfam.com/Badgers all season long for exclusive content, Badger fan sweepstakes, and more. From the Rail Transport broadcast table, 16:21 left of the first half. Wisconsin 7, Illinois 5. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Race the savings when you shop from Menards. We carry a great selection of automotive products, including AC Delco automotive batteries. They set the standard for performance and come with a 36-month free replacement warranty. Don't get caught in the cold. Hurry in today and get a great deal on AC Delco batteries. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and race the savings on more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring social workers starting at over $32 per hour, providing counseling and programming services, including substance use disorder programming to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Giving back to the community is a pillar of Wisconsin athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza. As a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics, Brewpub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
From the opening kickoff to the fifth quarter, through the cold, the rain, and the grind of Saturdays in Camp Randall, Badgers don't quit. It's the roar on third down, the jump around that shakes the stadium, the traditions you bring to life every game day. Badgers are in it together, and the 2026 season starts with you. Wisconsin football season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your seats for every home game at uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Be a part of what it means to be a Badger.
Wisconsin basketball brought to you in part by Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, the best place for grown-up entertainment, games, and fun times. Your odds are better here. And from jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohls.com. 16:21 left in the half. 7-5 Wisconsin leads Illinois. The officials had stopped play. They were reviewing something, apparently a potential flagrant, but I don't know if there's anything to this. The officiating crew looking it over. Well, the Wisconsin staff being notified as well as the Illinois staff. It was kind of hard to tell. There was a bumping going on, some contact, I think, with Alexis and an Illinois player, but it looks like much ado about nothing. In the meantime, Tomislav Ivasic has had to switch his jersey because He got a little tear at the letters to start the game.
Look at the Big Ten basketball.
Yeah.
Didn't I say this about 3 weeks ago? It has felt like the physicality has just increased here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like 3 weeks ago, I said, hey, it just feels like there's that. And
yeah.
So, and it has. And what they're reviewing was just initial contact bump. I didn't really know why they reviewed it.
There was nothing there, so.
But. Yeah, I mean, there's.
So we'll play on. It'll be Wisconsin ball with 25 on the shot clock. Austin Rapp, Braden Carrington in there for Wisconsin. Blackwell, right wing, throws to Carrington, feeds Rapp. Last time we saw Rapp had that big first half against Ohio State. Boyd in the lane, pivots, finds a cutting Rapp, and it goes deflected out of bounds by Ivisic. It'll belong to Wisconsin with 13 to shoot. Rapp had that 19-point game against Ohio State, hitting 5 threes in that win against the Buckeyes. Not quite 4 minutes in, 13 to shoot, 7-5 Wisconsin. Boyd, baseline right, will throw it in. Boyd looking, and he'll flip it into Winter, gets it back to Boyd, 10 to shoot. Boyd to the right wing. Boyd against Humrickhouse. Floats it out to Blackwell, tries a three, left side, nailed it. John Blackwell a triple, 10-5 Wisconsin, 4 minutes in.
And you're going to have to continue to shoot the ball well from outside. You know Illinois is going to start to make some threes too.
Many threes as Wisconsin shoots. Illinois shoots a higher percentage of three-pointers. Keaton Wagler at the mid-stripe. Carrington defends. Wagler left-hand dribble, left of the lane. Now works to the block. He'll feed Ivisic at the top. Gives off to Mirkovic. Back inside. Tomislav Ivisic. He'll catch, slam dunk with 2 hands.
As a middle pick and roll, the weak side needs to be pulled over for Wisconsin.
10-7 the Badgers. Rapp throwing to Carrington at the right point. Carrington near the right elbow, feeds Rapp, sends it back to Braden. Deep three, straight on, straight in for Braden Carrington, 13-7 Wisconsin. 15-15 left in the first half. Badgers 3 out of 5 from distance here in the early minutes. Wagler to the front court. Carrington with a tight D out between the circles. Now Mirkovic against Rapp, high on the right. Gives off to Humrickhouse. Shadowed by Blackwell. Feeds Ivisic high on the left. Wagler curls around the screen to the line. In the lane. Almost lost his balance. Now Ivisic open three. Left side good. He's 40 or make that 35% for the three-point line. 13-10 Wisconsin.
That was all because Wagler got to the right hand, and because of that, then they were at a disadvantage.
14:40 left of the first half. Blackwell baseline left, driving, runs it up over Wagler and good. Blackwell with a strong take. 15-10 Wisconsin. We're 5.5 minutes in. Keaton Wagler to the front court. Wagler against Braden Carrington, edge of the midcourt logo. Wagler gets the screen, and they'll get Carrington with a foul, trying to fight over the Tomislav Ivisic screen. Foul on Braden is his first. Rody and Bieljauskas will come back in. Winter and Boyd will sit down.
Not much that Braden could have done in that situation. They are really emphasizing no right hand by Wagler. So that then forces, a really tough situation when he does get to that right. That's how Illinois was able to score the last basket. But defensively, they're really shading him to force him to go left.
Zvonimir Ivisic in, so the Illinois version of the Twin Towers. The Ivisic twins are on the floor. Also Brandon Lee out there for the Illini. And Tomislav trying to throw it to his brother inside, and it's stolen away by Austin Rapp. And here comes Carrington off the Illinois turnover. Braden left side, he'll let fly a three. Good again. Carrington's second hit from distance. 18-10 Wisconsin. We're 6 minutes in.
I would say this is a pretty good start for Wisconsin. I'm just throwing that out there.
Hot take tonight, Brian Butch.
Absolutely.
With the ball is Lee on the left side. Brandon Lee, 6'4" freshman.
13th game of the season.
Yeah.
Only has played 12 so far.
Father pretty well known by Marquette fans. Butch Lee with the ball is Mirkovic, left of the lane, goes into Zvonimir Ivisic, knocked away by Rody, trying to save it. His last touch by Lee, out of bounds to Wisconsin. Again, excellent interior D by the Badgers.
And Illinois' third turnover as well.
Davis in, Tomislav Ivisic is out. 13:37 left first half, 18-10 Wisconsin. Blackwell up the floor against Brandon Lee. Brandon trying to carve his own niche. 4-star recruit, freshman season for him. Rapp outside left, throws to Rody. Screen for Bieljauskas, and an illegal one. Alexis called for the foul. That'll be his first.
And I say it all the time when a big gets a foul like that, but you got to play off of 2 feet.
Yeah,
There's no reason to get out of that quickly.
Will Garlock will come in. Nolan Winter as well. Bielyauskas and Rapp will come out. A game where Greg Gard's going to need his bigs to get some productive minutes, no matter the experience or lack thereof, just given the size of the Illini. Mirkovic outside right. High screen from Jake Davis. Mirkovic now trying to back down on Winter. Mid-post right, a dig from Carrington. Davis, shot fake, dribbles off the wing, whips it Humrichhaus on the left side. Badgers pick him up, and Humrichhaus outside left, shot clock at 10. Wagler against Carrington, left of the lane, 8 to shoot. Wagler brings it beyond the three-point line, 4 to shoot. Wagler spinning, tough 2 in the air, good. Wow. Well, there wasn't much more you could do. That's just a heck of a shot.
That's a wow shot is what that is.
18-12 Wisconsin, 12:48 left of the first half. Winter high on the right, throwing to Blackwell. On the right wing, John, right elbow, retreats, feeds Garlock, hands off to Rhodey. Rhodey with 13 to shoot, gives off to Carrington along the left sideline. Whips to Winter, rotates Blackwell, 7 to shoot. Blackwell a step back 3, straight on. It's off the rim and out, no good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Illinois, Mirkovic. Garlock getting in there as well, but they'll say last touch by the Illini, and Nick Boyd will check back in with a new 20 on the shot clock.
And if you're Will Garlock, that's all you're asked to do tonight. Get extra possessions. Guard down low. There Will goes and fights for the offensive rebound. Goes off the Illinois player, and it's an extra possession for Wisconsin.
Carrington will come out. Tomislav Ivasic back in for the Illini. In there for David Mirkovic. 12:29 left in the first half. 18-12. The Badgers lead Illinois. Boyd baseline left, throws the Garlock left corner, and he throws it to the backcourt. Was it deflected? They say no. It's an over and back. Nolan Winter touches it up. Badgers were claiming or maybe hoping that was deflected, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So a turnover for Wisconsin, the second on the Badgers. Illinois guilty of 3. It'll be Illinois ball inbounding from the right baseline. 12:23 left in the half. 18-12 Wisconsin. Keaton Wagler will throw it in for the Illini. Wagler looks and floats it out to Zvonimir Ivasic on the right wing. He'll feed Davis right corner. Toss back out to Wagler. Picking him up now is Nick Boyd. A throw to Davis. He's open. He'll try a 3. Good. 40% shooter from distance. Davis pulls Illinois within 3.
Well, it's a ghost screen, and the guards didn't communicate on that. That's why it's so tough to guard.
Here's Blackwell on the right side for Wisconsin. Throws to Garlock. Rotates Rhodey on the left wing around the Garlock side ball screen. Now in the lane. Fading, flipping is Rhodey. It'll dance in for Andrew Rhodey. He has 4. 20-15 Wisconsin. 11:48 left in the first half. Tomislav Ivasic flips to Humrichhaus on the left side. Took a look, instead gives off to Wagler. He'll drive down the lane. No look inside. Ivasic layup good. Tomislav Ivasic has 7. 20-17 Wisconsin.
And Andrew Roy just opens up his hips, so it's a straight line drive versus forcing him more left. Andrew's got to stay a little square.
Here's Boyd. Left foul line extended, feeds Winter, rotates Rhodey on the right side, slipped it back to Winter at the free throw line. He'll pitch it to Garlock. Turns it out to Blackwell off the Garlock screen. Blackwell on the lane, hanging 10-footer, short, rebound. And a foul called on Garlock, battling Zvonimir Ivasic. Garlock picks up his first foul. We'll have the under 12 media timeout. Badger fans, tonight's game is brought to you by the official products of Wisconsin Athletics. Brew Pub, lots of matzo pizza, Clement's Brats and Hot Dogs, Old Dutch Chips, and Pepsi on Wisconsin. And Badger fans, choose chill and celebrate responsibly. 21 means 21. Coors Light, choose chill. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer will step away from the rail transport broadcast table. 11-12 left of the first half. Wisconsin 20, Illinois 17. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey Badger fans, winter is in full swing, and in Wisconsin, that means serious cold. That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable and friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your heating systems running safely and efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, ask about rebates and financing available through participating dealers for qualified buyers. Find your local Bryant dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells is rolling out a brand new quarterly giveaway. Now through March 28th, earn entries just by playing slots and table games. Yes, it's that easy. Play and rack up your entries. 2 players will drive away in a Porsche Macan. Plus hourly drawings. 12 players will spin the prize wheel for a chance at $5,000 cash each. Play, earn, and get ready to win. Rides and riches, only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
When it comes to women's sports, there's no place like UW. Our women set the standard for elite performance. From the volleyball court to the hockey rink, every set, spike, and score pushes the boundaries of what's possible. UW Health mirrors this dedication to greatness. Our extraordinary team of doctors combines revolutionary research with compassionate care, setting the benchmark for healthcare across the country. So for the best care and the best athletics, it's easy. UW all the way. UW Health. Remarkable.
See how Alliant Energy is building a strong, resilient energy future today and for generations to come. Learn more at alliantenergy.com/powering beyond. And Menards is a proud sponsor of Wisconsin Athletics and reminds everyone to save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. 20-17 Wisconsin with 11-12 left in the first half.
So I mentioned a go screen as far as how Jake Davis was able to get open on that first screen. What a go screen is they're trying to force Wegler to go left. So they're sending another guard, a guard-to-guard screen. But what Illinois is doing is they're not actually setting that screen. That's where the go screen comes in.
Yep.
So that guard is then floating away, and it really puts a lot of pressure on the Wisconsin guards to communicate that. Because if they don't communicate it, Wegler's going to go right. And if they do communicate it the right way, then they can cover the goal screen and Wegler. But that's what Illinois is running, and they've been doing it with the guard-to-guard, and that's the definition of what go screen looks like.
And here comes Keaton Wagler up the floor for the Illini, throwing to Tomislav Ivicic high on the left. A pass to Humrichhaus. Zvonimir Ivicic hands off to Wagler. Tries a three straight away. Clips off the left side iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Tomislav Ivicic back up right hand, good. They retrieve about 40% of their missed shots. They're an outstanding offensive rebounding team, and Illinois is within one. 20-19 Wisconsin, 10:45 left in the half. Rhodey between the circles, high screen Nolan Winter. The throw to Nolan, right of the circle. He'll try a three. Hits off the left side iron, no good. Ben Humrichhaus the rebound for the Illini. And now Wagler, right side, front court. Left-hand dribble, turns to Tomislav Ivicic on the right side, backing down on Rhodey. In the lane, turns up left hand, good. Tough to stop, 21-20 Illinois.
Well, Wisconsin got caught in a switch, so it's really tough when you have Andrew Rhodey on.
All these bigs that Illinois has, they'll get you into some tough spots off of those switches. Jack Janicki on the floor for Wisconsin now. With the ball is Rhodey. Drops it back to Bieljauskas. Three-shot left corner, no good. Offensive rebound, Janicki. Triple teamed inside. They work it back out. Boyd for three, good. Nick Boyd a triple, and that was brought to you by Jack Janicki on the offensive glass.
That's the energy Jack just needs to continue to bring. It's been very good recently.
23-21 Wisconsin, 9:48 left in the first half. Tomislav Ivicic on the right side feeds Keaton Wagler. He'll throw it to Davis. He'll try a three left side, off the rim, no good. Rebound battled for on the floor. Rhodey digs it out of there to Boyd. Good hustle from Rhodey. Boyd on the run. He's got two people on his hip, and he throws one up. No, but he drew the foul. Well, that's Nick Boyd dribbling into heavy traffic. He took the hit, and he'll go to the free throw line. That was kind of a no, are you sure? Like, well, okay, do you.
But when you're as fast as Nick Boyd is, and you put pressure at the rim in transition like that, most of the time you're going to get a call to go your way. Illinois, their players are retreating. Wegler tries to steal. I mean, that's where you're going to get a foul call.
They get it on Wagler, his first. Boyd at the free throw line, and he missed the first. Boyd 20 points, had 6 assists, was 5 of 6 from the three-point line at Indiana. The three-point shot has not been there the way it's been certainly a year ago for Boyd, but that was a big game for him from distance down in Bloomington. Missed the first free throw here. The second is good. Front rim and then drop through.
He took nuggets away from all the fans here. Oh.
24-21 Wisconsin, 9:28 left in the first half. Wagler out between the arcs, throwing to Tomislav Ivicic. Tossed it back to Wagler, right of the lane. Feeds Ivicic. Feeds it up to Wagler on the right side. He'll try a three and drill it. He's a 43% shooter from the three-point line. We're tied at 24. 9:08 left first half. Carrington, high screen from Winter. A throw to Bielyauskas. Tossed it back to Carrington off the Winter screen. Carrington driving, pushed it up. Off the rim and out, no good. Rebound, Jake Davis, Illinois. Out to Wagler. Glides up the right sideline of the front court. Rick Boyd defending. Wagler. A throw to Humrichhaus. He'll feed Davis. Right corner three. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Winter. 8:43 left in the half. Badgers in Illini tied at 24. Boyd to the front court, takes it off the right wing, in the lane, stops, pivots, up left hand, back rim no, tipped up no, rebound Tomislav Ivicic, outlet pass deflected, a near steal, now Davis has it, right side, sidesteps, three in the air, good. Jake Davis' second triple, 27-24 Illinois.
And it starts with a bad decision by Nick, no reason to throw that up, kick it out.
Blackwell in the lane. Ivicic cut him off. And now Boyd has it on the right side, right of the lane. Stops, scoops, scores from low on the right. Boyd the bucket, 27-26 Illinois. 8:05 left in the first half. Keaton Wagler, 7 points so far. Starts the offense. High screen, Tomislav Ivicic working through at Carrington. Driving Wagler, throws it up, missed. Rebound, Winter for Wisconsin. And now Blackwell up the left side of the front court for Wisconsin. Blackwell against Wagler, takes him on, stops, almost lost his balance. Tough shot off the mark. Tomislav Ivicic, the rebound, saves it as he was leaning out of bounds. Now Wagler brings it up. Mirkovic will start the offense for Illinois. High screen, Jake Davis. Mirkovic hide the rim, still maintains the dribble. Now he picks it up, lets fly a three, spins out, no good. Rebound, Boyd, and he gets popped. That was Humrichhaus who got him. That'll be his first. We'll have the under-8s media timeouts. Wisconsin basketball brought to you by Cleary Building. We protect what you value. Visit clearybuilding.com to see the Cleary difference. And by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers and proud sponsors of UW Athletics. From the Rail Transport broadcast table, 7:26 left in the first half. Illinois 27, Wisconsin 26. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Horsepower to amplify your willpower, capability to kickstart your courage. They're standard and built Ford tough Ford trucks and adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Visit your Wisconsin Ford store today. 7:26 left in the first half. Illinois 27, Wisconsin 26. Brian, you were kind of joking about Wisconsin off to a good start. It's been a minute, right? I mean,
no, exactly.
Slow start against Indiana, slow start at Ohio State, really slow start in that home game with Minnesota. So they're going toe-to-toe here on the road with Illinois so far.
Well, and the number that sticks out to me most importantly is rebounds. They're all rebounding Illinois by 3. So they're cleaning up the glass on the defensive end, and offensively they're getting themselves some extra opportunities.
Illini 1 offensive rebound so far tonight. Is John Blackwell at the center circle, feeds Carrington with a shot fake. Wagler covered him up. Rapp is back in there, open, takes a 3, missed it short. Rebound, Rhodey darts it out to Blackwell. He tries a 3, and that got deflected. Ivasic able to save it for Illinois, and here comes Keaton Wagler for the Illini. The Ivasic twins are out there, Tomislav and Zvonimir, and it was Tomislav able to save it for Illinois. Wagler out front against Andrew Rhodey, and now off the switch it'll be Blackwell. And now here's Tomislav Ivasic for 3, left corner, he splashed it. Tomislav Ivasic with 14 here in the first half, 30-26 the Illini. Blackwell gets a wing screen from Austin Rapp. Now Winter on the right side. Curling off the wing is Rhodey. Rhodey to the top of the circle with 13 to shoot. He retreats. Tomislav Ivasic defending. Rhodey. And just had his pocket picked by Jake Davis as Carrington off his hip. Davis to the front court. And an over and back. Yeah, not establishing. He underhanded it back to the trailing Wagler, who tried to leap across the mid-court stripe but did not establish, in a gift turnover right there.
Yeah, no, and it was. I mean, as soon as it happened, I'm looking at this thinking, what is he doing? What is Davis doing? Why is he pitching it back?
6:21 left in the half, 30-26 Illinois.
And you use the word, right now they're upset. They're like, no, he's over it, but he never established position.
And it's not just breaking the plane.
Correct.
Football here. Here's Winter open for 3, right side, off the rim, no good. Rapp the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled. So it's the Badgers hitting the offensive glass here in this first half so far. And Keaton Wagler just picked up his second foul with 6:12 left in the first half, 30-26. Illinois.
Well, didn't I just say what's the number that sticks out most? It's the rebounding side of it. And that's why they're in this game. And, only sitting here down by 4 when you look at the way that Illinois is shooting it from 3, 6 for 11. But they're finding a way to control the glass.
First free throw good for Rapp. Janicki checks back in for Carrington. Badgers within 3. Second free throw coming up for Austin Rapp, airborne and good again. Rapp doesn't get to the line a ton, but he's efficient when he gets there. 25 of 29 for the season. 30-28 Illinois. 6:07 left in the half. Wagler with the 2 fouls stays in there for the Illini. Hooks a pass into Mirkovic, posting on Blackwell. Mid-post right, a dig from Janicki. Pried it loose. Blackwell diving for it, and they get a held ball, and the possession will be to Illinois with 5:57 left in the half.
But what a dig there by Jack Janicki. Just understanding that there's a disadvantage. Now go dig. 50-50 ball. Wisconsin dives on the floor, even though it stays with Illinois. Like those little possessions, they're locked in defensively right here.
Humrichhaus checks back in for Jake Davis. 14 to shoot. Wagler, baseline rival inbound. And floats it into Mirkovic, and it's beyond his outstretched hands. Turnover. Here's Rapp 2-on-1. Rapp against Ivasic. Basket interference. Zvonimir Ivasic trying to reject it. It's goaltending. And this game is tied at 30 with 5:52 left in the half.
Brad Underwood's going to challenge this.
So there will be a challenge from Brad Underwood. Live look at his goaltend as well. But he obviously got some advice from his staff.
No, this is all Brad.
It's all Brad.
This is all Brad.
Okay.
There was no advice. There was nothing. Brad said, "I'm taking this thing," and I think it was to set a tone more than anything. He's finally now talked to the bench, but this was all Brad.
And it's one of those. If he loses this, he obviously cannot challenge again. But it's the first half, so it's a use it or lose it timeout anyway.
Yeah.
5:52 left in the first half, tied at 30 if the basket stands.
That is really close. From the angle that I just saw, I'll be honest, I can't make the decision based on the angle that I just saw because I don't know if it hit the glass. It's really close to hitting the glass first. I mean, really close.
Well, the call on the floor is goaltending, so it needs to be indisputable video evidence or clear and obvious to make it more simple terms.
Now, if the ball did not hit the glass, it's a block.
Wasn't in the cylinder?
No.
Okay.
No, at least to my opinion, from what I'm trying to see. But there is a chance here this hits the glass first. I think it's a block.
Do you? Okay. It is razor's edge.
Correct.
Well, you were saying it was all tough. Brad Underwood. Wisconsin is shooting toward the Illinois basket to paint the picture here for our listening audience. So Underwood would have had a decent view of it.
This is really close. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Officials now, the three of them, DJ Carstensen, James Breeding, Will Howard, all talking. They've all had a rather lengthy look. And it looks like the basket.
After review, there is no conclusive evidence of a goaltend. The call on the floor stands.
Thank you, DJ. So count the basket for Rapp. We're tied at 30 with 5:52 left in the first half.
And like I said, it was close.
Yeah,
I like how DJ put that with no conclusive because there really wasn't one that could go one way or the other.
Yeah.
It was really close.
So that means Underwood cannot challenge for the rest of the game. He loses the timeout here in the first half. Illinois ball. Mirkovic on the left side feeds Wagler between the circles. Wagler matched up with Jack Janicki. Wagler on the Zvonimir Ivicic screen. Now picked up by Rapp on the switch. Shot clock is at 12. Wagler left-hand dribble in the lane. Up right hand. Off the rim, no. Rebound back tack. Humrichhaus and a second chance for Illinois. The ball is Humrichhaus out between the arcs. Feeds Tomislav Ivicic. Looped it inside. Humrichhaus catches low on the left. Puts it up and in.
And that's first point. First point, but off of an offensive rebound, Matt.
32-30 Illinois. 5:13 left in the half. Janicki throwing to Winter. Feeds Blackwell on the left wing around the Winter screen. Out of Rapp. Rotates to Boyd to the right side. Boyd stops at the free throw line. He'll shovel it to Winter. Gives off to Janicki. 10 to shoot. Rapp will for three. Straight on. Nope. Off the left side. Irons. Zvonimir Ivicic the rebound for the Illini. 32-30 Illinois. 4:50 left till halftime. Wagler sets the floor for Illinois. Ivicic brothers out high. The screen from Tomislav Ivicic. Wagler will fan out to the right side. Looking off the logo against Rapp. Inside feed. Tomislav Ivicic will catch. Posting on Janicki. Out the Humrichhaus. Flips a three. Drills it from straight away. And the lead is 5 for the Illini. 4:25 left in the half. 35-30 Illinois. Illinois 61% from the floor in this first half. Rapp finds Janicki right corner. Jack, a toss to Winter, tries a three left side, and that is way off the mark. Blackwell trying to save, cannot. It goes out of bounds to Illinois. Winter will come out. Alexis Pieliaskis is back in. Andrew Rohde is going to come back in for Wisconsin as well. He'll get Janicki. 4:11 left in the half. 35-30 Illinois.
Got to weather the storm here. You can just feel there's a little bit more momentum with Illinois. Weather this. Get a defensive stop. Get a score. Get the under 4 timeout.
Wagler out front. Left of the circle against Rohde. Wagler with a crossover. Now backing on Rohde. Left block scoops it up. Right hand good and a foul. Keaton Wagler, the freshman, with a veteran move. It's an and one. 7-point lead Illinois as we're at the under 4 media timeout. Wisconsin basketball brought to you by Rail Transport. For every mile of your truck driving career, learn more at rail.jobs. 3:56 left in the half. Illinois 37, Wisconsin 30. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mark Tusher, former UW Badger and Green Bay Packer, and I've known for years that Jones Dairy Farm makes the best all-natural sausage and dry-aged bacon. What I didn't know is that they also make incredible all-natural meatballs, naturally smoked Canadian bacon and ham, and even Braunschweiger. It makes sense. Jones products are made with premium cuts of meat and delicious in-house spice blends. So why wouldn't all their products taste amazing? Try Jones. They're a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
It's a 7-point run for Illinois right now. 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first half. Illinois 37, Wisconsin 30. The Illini 15 of 24 for the field, 7 of 12 from the three-point line. The Badgers have gone cold. They've missed 6 of their last 7 shots.
Yeah, and I said you got to weather it. Right, you got to weather it. Okay, so you let Illinois score. Now they've got a free throw. They've got a chance to go up 8. It's 3:56 as far as the approach. Make sure you're getting good offensive action and then getting back on defense and loading up to the ball. You can see Illinois has kind of, I don't want to say solved the defense a little bit, but they're getting more comfortable in the way you're guarding it, especially with that high pick and roll. Illinois is a matchup-driven offense, which means they're trying to find the offense and then find the advantage on the offensive end and then take advantage of it. You can see they've kind of found what they're looking for a little bit. Got to try to make them a little bit more uncomfortable.
This will be the first free throw attempt of the night for Illinois as Keaton Wagler goes to the free throw line. I say about him, his expression doesn't change, and that was really evident in the game in East Lansing where he just couldn't buy a bucket, but he'd be a heck of a poker player. He doesn't let you know how he's feeling, and he let himself feel pretty good after that nifty move to the bucket a moment ago, but you can understand why this guy has all the makings of somebody who will not be a sophomore. Let's put it that way. Free throw is short. Rebound back tapped into the hands of Andrew Rohde. 3:50 left in the half. 37-30 the Illini. Boyd against Humrickhouse. Feeds Blackwell at the right point. Blackwell against Wagler, playing with 2 fouls. Blackwell drives the lane. Layup missed it. Rebound. Zvonimir Ivasic. A good take, but just could not finish. John Blackwell. Now Wagler left side against Rohde. Wagler getting screens from Humrickhouse and Tomislav Ivasic. Dribbles at the logo. Another screen from Ivasic. Top of the circle. Feeds Ivasic high on the right. Tossed it back to Wagler. 10 to shoot. Wagler left of the circle. Out to Tomislav Ivasic. Shot clock is at 5. Deep 3. Ivasic short. Long rebound. Rohde for Wisconsin with 3:12 left in the half. Badgers down 7 here in Champaign. Blackwell high on the lefts. A shot fake from 3. Now puts it on the deck. High screen. Bieliauskas driving Blackwell. Baseline left. Goes across the lane. Gives off to Rohde. A throw to Bieliauskas. He'll send it to Rapp. A flip to Rohde. 10 to shoot. Rohde high on the left. Drives by Humrickhouse. Whips it to Blackwell. Fakes the 3. Now it's Rohde. Open 3. Right pocket. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Bieliauskas the offensive board for the Badgers. And a reset. Rapp left sideline. Feeds Boyd between the circles. Boyd against Mirkovic. Boyd to the right point. 10 to shoot. Boyd going to work. And a blow by to the rim. Layup. No good. Another layup missed. Mirkovic the rebound for Illinois. 2:25 left in the half. 37-30 Illinois. The Badgers have missed a couple of layups here in the last minute. Wagler out front. Blackwell defends. Wagler throwing to Mirkovic. Fakes the 3. Puts it on the deck. Gets it back out to Wagler. 7 to shoot. Wagler against Rohde. 5 to shoot. Wagler contested deep 3. Off the rim. No rebound. Humrickhouse. And the layup is good. Second chance points. 39-30 Illinois. 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's Blackwell. Open 3. Left side. Good. Much needed triple from Blackwell. 39-30 Illinois. That stops the Illini run at 9.
And you're right. Much needed.
Pete Wagler to the front court, 9 points, has a couple of fouls. Badgers haven't been able to get that third one on him here. Wagler throwing to Humrichhaus. Right wing, tossed it back to Wagler off the Humrichhaus screen. A feed to Zvonimir Ivasic. He tries a three, around and out, no good for the right wing. Boyd the rebound. Here comes Nick to the front court for the Badgers. He'll tap the brakes and now tries a three, and it's off the rim, no good. Zvonimir Ivasic the rebound.
A little quick. I didn't love that three there. It's a 6-point game. Make Illinois guard.
1:13 left in the half, 39-33 the Illini. Here's Wagler driving left lane, little Euro step, puts it up and in off the window. 41-33 Illinois with 1 minute left in the first half. Blackwell feeds Rapp, throws to Rhodey high on the left, fakes right, moves left, out to Rapp, open three on the left side. Good for Austin Rapp. His first triple, 41-36 Illinois, 48 seconds left in the half. Wagler to the front court for the Illini. He'll kick it to Tomislav Ivasic, tries a three and drills it from the left corner.
17 and a half for
44-36 Illinois with 33 seconds left in the half. Blackwell walks in front court for Wisconsin. The Illini 60% for the field, 8 of 16 from three. Blackwell pounding the dribble, 20 to play. Shot clock now down to 10. Blackwell high screen, Bieljauskas. A step back three, Blackwell left side. Off the rim, no. Rapp the rebound tip, no. Rebound loose, Bieljauskas has it. 8 seconds left in the half. Into Blackwell, moving in low on the right. Goes up and in with 4 seconds left in the half. With 3, with 2. Inbounds pass Wagler, and the Heat from half court. Double clutched, and it's well short. And the first half has come to an end, so the Badgers went cold, but they're very much in this thing, down just 6.
Yeah, they survived it. I was worried about Illinois pushing away. They're getting up that 7 at the 4-minute mark, but they kept it in reach.
Well, keeping it in reach, despite the fact that Illinois 60% for the field in the first half. Halftime in Champaign, Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. Coming up, our Culver's halftime report. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Halftime in Champaign, Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. Tomislav Ivasic with 17 to pace the Illini. Keaton Wagler with 11. John Blackwell has 10. Austin Rapp back in the fold. 10 minutes for him in the first half. He scored 7. We're at the break. Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. Coming up, our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. We'll hear from point guard Nick Boyd in a couple of minutes. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Up here, we do things a little different. We march to the beat of our own drum. We don't shy away from the cold. We face it head on. And any challenge that stands in our way doesn't stand a chance. This is how we do winter, and let's do it in a Ford. Visit your Wisconsin Ford dealers today. Only in Wisconsin. Only in Ford.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store, kohls.com for details.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Hey, Badger fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. Let's go Badgers! SeatGeek.
An intimate and cozy dining atmosphere is ready for you inside of Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells at the Copper Oak Steakhouse. Here, dinner isn't just a meal, it's a full-on experience. With our signature wood fire grill located within the dining room, enjoy a meticulous menu that includes hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, nightly chef specials, and so much more. The Copper Oak Steakhouse awaits. Call and make your reservations today.
Badgers are born brave. They're not afraid to face a tough opponent or take on the impossible. At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, our team of doctors take on cancer with that same Badger stamina. Where others step back, we step up, researching, treating, and defeating even the most complex cancers, making us the only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center in the state. So now, from stadium to hospital, you can count on Wisconsin and UW Health to fight and win. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Wisconsin. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Time for our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance as we hear from Badgers point guard Nick Boyd, who's been a big addition to the program this season. And with the position he plays, the usage rate that you have, you're going to be involved in a lot of big moments in close games, and it isn't always going to be perfect. Now, rest assured, Boyd has made the plays far more often than not. But he says when you don't, much like football, you need a short memory and move on to the next possession.
Basketball in general, I mean, it's so fast-paced. You can have a turnover here and then come down the next play and hit the biggest shot of the game that changed the momentum. So, I kind of learned that at a young age, man. You got to, next play. My coaches would always tell me in AAU basketball. So since then, and I struggled with it as a kid. I was really emotional. I mean, as you can tell, I'm an emotional player. And I would kind of, instead of using my emotions to now hype up the crowd or, hype myself up, I would kind of, put myself down. So just learning through that and, as you get older, use it for different reasons now. I heard your comments on the journey on Big Ten Network when they were profiling Brad Davis, and it is similar because Brad was that guy too. He would get people wound up. AJ told me. Clicked, huh? Yeah, that's what AJ told me, man. When I found out Brad was coming to coach, I was excited because he's just a young guy. You relate, with guys who've been in your shoes not too long ago, and no disrespect to the coaches. They've been former players themselves, but a little outdated a little bit, and Brad's younger, so just having him to connect with and hear his voice was definitely refreshing in a sense. We'll hear more from Nick Boyd as our halftime conversation continues. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
And welcome back to our True Crime Podcast. Our guest today is Sean Cleary.
Wait, what? We are supposed to be doing a commercial about Cleary Storage, Ag, and Sports Facilities.
Great point, Sean. It was a warm summer evening in 1978 when a young man with a hammer...
Whoa, again, not a true crime podcast. I want to talk about Cleary designing the building of your dreams.
In a world where things aren't what they seem.
Okay, give me that. Good grief. Visit ClearyBuilding.com today and experience the Cleary difference.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring correctional officers with a starting pay of over $34 per hour, plus scheduled increases and plenty of advancement opportunities. Plus, we offer additional pay for those hired from medium or maximum security facilities. The Wisconsin Department of Corrections, a career that makes a meaningful difference in the lives of others.
Hi, this is John Blackwell. Badger Connect is the new fan membership that rewards Wisconsin fans for their support. Members can win weekly giveaways for VIP experiences, game tickets, sideline passes, and autographed gear. Plus, access to exclusive events like pregame talks and live Zoom with the athletes. You'll also get insider stories from Jesse Temple offering unmatched coverage of Wisconsin athletics. Join today at BadgerConnect.com to unlock your exclusive Badger experience. That's BadgerConnect.com.
Our halftime conversation continues. It's presented by America Family Insurance as we hear more from Badgers guard Nick Boyd. Well, as the season has moved on, there have been games where the playing rotation has been shortened, and that means major minutes. That includes Nolan Winter, but it also means Nick Boyd is going to get more run as well. And being a sixth-year college player, he understands the concept of taking care of your body, staying as fresh as you possibly can as we get close to the stretch drive of the regular season.
Everyone's different. I know a lot of guys who, once practice is over, they off their feet for good, or guys who, staying in that routine keeps them fresh, and I'm kind of on that end where I love to just keep that same routine. I've, toned it down in terms of just the volume and the intensity, but just still getting up early in the morning, making sure whether it's, a couple shots, it doesn't have to be nothing crazy, free throws, whatever it is, but just keeping that routine where my mind is staying sharp. Because like I said, in this league, you got to be sharp every single night. I mean, you see Minnesota, great team, man, challenged us to the end, and they've been in games where, they lost last couple seconds. So it doesn't matter if you're at the top of the league right now or the bottom. You have a chance every single night. And for me personally, I just try to stay in that same routine I always had, but just tone it down a little bit and get my sleep, go to bed a little bit earlier if I can, and then at the same time just stay sharp.
That's Nick Boyd, and that is today's halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Up next, we'll look at some of the first half stats presented by Ho Chunk Gaming. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells is rolling out a brand new Rides and Riches quarterly giveaway on March 28th. From 5 p.m. till 10 p.m., 12 lucky winners will spin our prize wheel to win up to $5,000 cash, along with $250 in rewards play. Then 2 lucky winners will drive home in a new Porsche Macan and $250 in rewards play. Earn entries by playing slots and table games now through March 28th. It's Rides and Riches only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
It may be chilly outside, but a grill full of Usinger sausage will warm you up in a hurry. Any time of year is a great time for Usingers. If you need a little extra heat, try one of their andouille or chorizo sausages. They're absolutely delicious hot off the grill, or the perfect thing to spice up your soup or stew. Don't let the weather get you off your game. The temps may be chillin', but I'm still grillin'. Look for Usinger's famous sausage at your local grocer, or order it online at usinger.com. Usingers, America's finest sausage.
Hey Badger fans, Truly Unruly is now a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. We've upped the ABV to 8% so you can take your parties to new heights. With flavors like Tropical Twist, Berry Blast, Citrus Crush, and Strawberry Smash, Unruly is the ultimate party starter. Whether you're watching the game from the stands, the screen, or just here for the tailgate, grab an Unruly and let the fun begin. Hard seltzer with other natural flavors. Hard Seltzer Beverage Company, LLC, Boston, Massachusetts. Please drink responsibly.
Shop the Pig! Whether you're cheering from the stands at the Kohl Center or from the comfort of home, Piggly Wiggly is proud to stand with the Wisconsin Badgers. We're the local grocer that's been part of Wisconsin game days for generations, stocking everything from brats to chips to cold drinks. Because when it comes to Wisconsin pride, we're all on the same team. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever and proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
Piggly Wiggly! Shop the Pig!
Halftime in Champaign, Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. Before we move on, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield. Check out some of the first half stats brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming. The Illini, 18 of 31 from the field, 58%, 8 of 17 from the arc. They missed the one free throw. That was Wagler trying to finish an and one, but a misfire. The Badgers, 38% from the floor, 7 of 20, though, from the three-point line and 3 of 4 for the foul line. Badgers a +3 on the glass, 9-3 Wisconsin on the offensive glass. Remember, Illinois shot 58%, so there weren't a ton of missed shots for Illinois in the first half. But the second chance point, 7-6 in favor of Wisconsin.
You didn't need to add that part in there that they were shooting 60-some%. They're cleaning up the glass. You don't need to put that they're shooting 60% out there.
It's perspective, my son. Perspective. That's points off turnovers, 9-5 Wisconsin. Illinois guilty of 5 miscues and 3 for the Badgers. And those are some of your first half stats. An uncalled for commentary from the Polar Bear at the half. Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. This has been the Culver's halftime report. The second half is coming up next. By the way, nice quarter zip you got going tonight.
Yeah, we're matching.
Yeah, matching. We are. Good thing it's radio. Back in 1 minute. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
We get set for the second half. Illinois 44, Wisconsin 38. Tomislav Ivasic with a hot hand, 17 points, 3 of 4 from distance. Keaton Wagler with 11. John Blackwell getting the late bucket, ends up with 10 points. The first Badger in double figures here tonight. So they kind of weathered it, but Illinois got out to it. They had the 9-point run to take the 39-30 lead. And then the Badgers down there. A couple of missed layups, though, late in the first half. But yet, despite the fact that Illinois shot it so well, the Badgers down by only 6.
Yeah, I think they 100% weathered it because it could have got ugly there with that under 4 to put them up 7. It could have been tough, but it wasn't. And they found a way to do that. Now, try to get off to a good start here in the second half as well.
Illinois playing without Andrei Stojakovic, but there's so much talent on this team, size and skill. It's a tough match for anybody. Matter of fact, they are the most efficient team in the Ken Palm advanced statistics. They're on a path to have the best ever since they started keeping those Ken Palm numbers in the 96-97 season. Badgers first possession, second half. We're underway. Rhodey, baseline left, driving, one pump, takes it right, gets fouled inside. Good work by Andrew Rhodey, drawing the contact on David Mirkovic. His first foul. Rhodey will shoot 2. He felt that one, though. Andrew with a pretty good spill there. He gathers himself and will go to the foul line to shoot a pair.
But he does a really good job of getting to the angle and then having the advantage with a little shot fake, get to the free throw line, especially against this Illini team that just doesn't foul a lot.
Yeah, teams attempt 12 free throws per game against Illinois. That's it. Rhodey hit the first free throw, and he is good with the second. And it's 44-40 Illinois. Badgers now 5 of 6 at the foul line in this game. Opening minute here of the first half. Illinois moving to our right. Wagler puts it on the deck, lost it, and the loose ball snapped up by Nick Boyd. Turnover Illini. Blackwell left side for Wisconsin. Hummerikaus defending. Blackwell throwing to Nolan Winter between the circles. A toss for Boyd. Boyd finds Bieljauskas. Thought about it. Throws to Boyd instead, right of the circle. Boyd gets a screen from Bieljauskas. Nick to the free throw line. Out to Alexis for 3. Right side. Splashed it. Alexis. Bieljauskas. His second triple of the game. Badgers within 1.
Maybe he just needs big games.
I guess. Big game AB. 44-43 Illinois. Here's Wagler outside right. Throwing it to Ivisic, turns it back to Wagler. Driving on Alexis, low on the right, up, wild shot, left hand, way off. Comes down to Nolan Winter. Ahead to Rhodey, left side of the front court, drops it to Blackwell, steps into a three. Badgers take the lead. John Blackwell the triple, 46-44 Wisconsin. A minute 20 gone by second half, and Brad Underwood giving it to one of the officials here.
It's going to be a
technical foul, yeah. He was working it.
I think
bench warning is what it'll be. Okay, a bench warning. So no T. Wrap in for Bieljauskas. That Underwood was giving it to him, but apparently somebody else was as well. And the warning, and Illinois will throw it in. We play on. Wagler off the Tomislav Ivisic screen. A throw to Ivisic low on the left. Turns it out to Mirkovic. Shot fake from three. Whips it to Jake Davis. And they work it back to Mirkovic. Left of the lane. The runner is off the rim. No, but a foul is called. They'll get Nick Boyd. That'll be his first.
And Alexis gets subbed out there. Like a little bit of a sore ankle type, kind of one of those things. He was a little ginger on it pulling out. That's why I think Greg had to take him out of the game.
Brent Newhart, the athletic trainer.
Which I know, I'll tell you one thing, when I made a shot, my ankle for sure didn't hurt, that's for sure.
Always felt a lot better,
I had to at least get one more up to see how it felt.
First free throw, Mirkovic is good, an 81% free throw shooter. Yeah, Alexis up behind the bench area was testing it, and now has the look that he's okay. He comes back to the bench area. Actually has a little smirk going for him. Second free throw is good for Mirkovic. And we're tied at 46. A minute and a half gone by second half. Boyd to the front court for Wisconsin. Humrickhouse defending. Nick between the wheels. Beats Blackwell on the right side. Left him wide open. Ivisic did. And Blackwell splashes one. They dropped off of John, invited him to take the three, and he said, I'll take it. 49-46 Wisconsin. Not quite 2 minutes gone, second half. Wagler left of the circle, feeds Mirkovic. He'll try to tie it right of the circle, and he drills it. Matching threes, tied at 49. 2 minutes into the second half. Boyd leaves it for Blackwell, outside left. John brings it back out front, and he'll leave it for Nick Boyd. Out between the circles, Boyd with a hard drive down the lane to the rim, goes up, missed it, tipped up and in by Nolan Winter. So a putback for Winter, 51-49 Wisconsin early in the second half. About 2.5 minutes gone by. Wagler against Rhodey, and they'll get Rhodey for the foul. Wagler to the floor, easy call there. It's a second on Andrew Rhodey.
You said it, I was thinking it, but easy call there. And that's where you're doing such a good job. Just try to get the hands out of that.
Ben Humrickhouse will inbound. Sideline left. Humrickhouse looking and gets it into Wagler. Left sideline, Rhodey defending. Tomislav Ivisic the screen and a lob into Ivisic low on the left. Missed the dunk, fouled by Blackwell. Doing what he could to prevent that dunk, and free throws coming up for Tomislav Ivisic, who doesn't shoot a ton of free throws. He's 68% when he gets there.
And John's just a little late on that roll. He could have came over earlier, bumped, and that lob wouldn't have been there, but then he tried to meet him up top, and he got him on the forearm.
First free throw is in and out, no good for Ivisic. I will mention all Big Ten a year ago.
It's crazy because he's a 35% free throw or three-point shooter, but a 67 free throw shooter.
Second attempt coming for the left-hander, and that's off the back of the rim, but Humrickhouse clears the miss. Dribbles out to the left wing. So the possession alive, skip past Jake Davis. He'll leave it for Mirkovic right of the circle. Mirkovic matched up with Blackwell. Now Ivisic right side. Hooks it to Mirkovic, baseline right. Backs on Blackwell. And he threw it away. Wanted Humrickhouse, picked off left baseline by Rhodey. Ahead it goes to Blackwell. John left of the lane, and he'll turn it back out, kicks it to Rhodey. Spins it to Boyd. He'll feed Rapp back to Nick. On the right side, kicks to Rapp for three. Right side, off the rim, no good. And a foul is called. They'll get Blackwell for a push inside. That'll be his second foul. 3:05 gone by second half. 51-49. Wisconsin leading Illinois as Bieljauskas set to come back in for the Badgers. He'll sub for Nolan Winter. Braden Carrington coming back into the game as well. He will get Nick Boyd. 16:55 to play, 51-49 Wisconsin.
We talk about what they need to do, get off to a quick start in the second half. Well, they're leading this half 13-5.
Keaton Wagler to the front court on the left side. Wagler high on the right, drives on Rhodey, right lane line to the rim, layup is good. Wagler, a smooth operator, tied at 51.
But they let him get to his right.
Did, yep. About 3.5 minutes gone by, second half, tied at 51. Rhodey throwing to Blackwell at the left point. Blackwell now drives baseline, goes to the rim, pushed it up, no good. Rebound tipped, scrambled, and Illinois has it. Evison, a lead feed to a wide open Jake Davis. Layup is good. Missed layup at one end, easy money layup at the other. 53-51, Illinois with 16:10 to play. Andrew Rhodey out high. A throw to Rapp left of the circle, feeds Blackwell in the left wing. Blackwell against Humrichhaus. A toss out to Bilyauskas. Take it inside, nothing there. He'll leave it for Carrington. Back out to Blackwell. Shot clock is at 8. John Blackwell out front. Blackwell rocks the dribble. A step back three is off the rim and out, no good. Rebound, Bilyauskas goes up and gets fouled. Alexis Bilyauskas doing work on the offensive glass. Free throws coming up, but first our media timeout. Score more with a college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. From the Rail Transport broadcast table, 15:48 remaining. Illinois 53, Wisconsin 51. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Giving back to the community is a pillar of Wisconsin athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza. As a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics, Brewpub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program as you contribute to meaningful change. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring probation and parole agents with a starting pay at over $24 per hour, plus scheduled increases, a Monday through Friday schedule, and advancement opportunities. The Wisconsin Department of Corrections, a career that makes a meaningful difference in the lives of others.
Up here, we do things a little different. We march to the beat of our own drum. We don't shy away from the cold. We face it head on. And any challenge that stands in our way doesn't stand a chance. This is how we do winter, and let's do it in a Ford. Visit your Wisconsin Ford dealers today. Only in Wisconsin. Only in Ford.
The Wisconsin Department of Transportation reminds you to always drive sober. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Alexis Bilyauskas will go to the free throw line. He was fouled by Jake Davis going into that media timeout. 15:48 to play. Illinois 53, Wisconsin 51.
And they've done a good job of just being able to handle it. This game has gone back and forth, and they've been able to handle the runs. They've been able to go on a couple runs themselves. Like, this team has showed a lot of maturity in the way that this game has played out.
Bilyauskas 9 of 12 at the free throw line this season. Shoots 2, and he's good with the first. Right into the Orange Crush, the very vocal and for years and years very organized student section at the University of Illinois. Second free throw for Bilyauskas, airborne, too long, no good. Rebound, Carrington trying to run it down. Did he save it? No, he did not. It goes out of bounds and belong to the Illini. Good hustle, though, from Braden Carrington.
But that's what this team has done. It's been a lot of 50-50 balls. It's been a lot of situations that, really Wisconsin's done a great job of taking advantage of.
53-52 Illinois with 15:42 remaining. Keaton Wagler to the front court. Wagler, Zvonimir Ivasic in there for the Illini right now. Wagler has the ball, loops at the Humrick House right foul line extended. Beats Mirkovic, a throwback out front for Wagler. Fakes right, moves left, shot clock at 10. Wagler against Rapp. Wagler throws out to Mirkovic, fakes the three, and now takes the three right of the circle. Good. David Mirkovic makes it 56-52 Illinois with 15:13 remaining. Illini 10 of 19 from the three-point line tonight. The Badgers 10 out of 25. Here's Rhodey driving in the lane. One pump, throws it up, knocked away. Loose ball taken away by Mirkovic for Illinois. A stop for the Illini. They're back on offense, up 4. 5 minutes gone, second half. Wagler throws to Mirkovic, likes that spot. Blocked by Rapp on a three-try. Comes into the hands of Braden Carrington. Austin Rapp rejecting a three-point attempt. Ilyauskas with a pass for Blackwell. John driving on Davis. Left of the lane, works to the baseline. Now goes again into the paint. Shovels it inside. Rhodey, and he's rejected underneath. Comes down to Humrick House of Illinois. The interior defense for the Illini. It was Zvonimir Ivasic, who averages more than 2 blocks a game, getting that rejection. Mirkovic backing on Blackwell, a double out the Humrick House, tries a three right side, clips the left side iron, no good. Ilyauskas the rebound for Wisconsin. Mirkovic took one of the chops. They play on. Here's Rhodey, drops to the Carrington, steps into a three, left side, bricked it wide right. Jake Davis secures for Illinois. 14 minutes to play, 56-52 the Illini. Keaton Wagler walks in front court for Illinois. Illini will be methodical offensively. Here's Wagler in the lane, and he gets fouled by Andrew Rhodey, and that'll be the third on Rhodey.
Methodical is how you describe Illinois offensively. I say they're matchup driven.
Yes.
And that's exactly why they're methodical, or what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to create the matchup they want. Offensively for Wisconsin, they're one of their last 8, haven't scored in the last 2 minutes. They've got to get multiple sides of the floor. They've tried to get a couple of those. When you get in the paint, shot fake, get into the body, you're not going to beat Illinois at the rim.
Inbounds pass, Tomislav Ivasic. Single coverage, Ilyauskas. Ivasic backing, mid-post left, still backing, turns up left hand, good. Ivasic with 21, 58-52, Illinois. With 13:30 remaining in Champaign. Nick Boyd back in there for the Badgers between the circles. Boyd whips it to Winter, back to Nick at the top. Boyd kicks to Ilyauskas. He'll try a three, and that's too long, no good. Long rebound to Illinois. And Humrick House up the floor for the Illini. Blackwell defends. Humrick House left-hand dribble. Stops near the left elbow. He'll shovel it to Davis. Right-hand toss to Wagler. Wagler will flip a three right of the circle. Good. Keaton Wagler the bucket. Greg Gard's going to need a timeout here. He'll get it with 13 minutes to play. A full timeout as the lead is 9. Illinois matching its longest advantage of the night. And this will be a full timeout. Fans, listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. From the Rail Transport broadcast table, 13 minutes to play, Illinois 61, Wisconsin 52. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Giving back to the community is a pillar of Wisconsin athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza. As a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics, Brewpub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program as you contribute to meaningful change. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring registered nurses with a starting pay at over $42 per hour to provide essential health care to those in our care. The Wisconsin Department of Corrections, a career that makes a meaningful difference in the lives of others.
From the opening kickoff to the fifth quarter, through the cold, the rain, and the grind of Saturdays in Camp Randall, Badgers don't quit. It's the roar on third down, the jump around that shakes the stadium, the traditions you bring to life every game day. Badgers are in it together, and the 2026 season starts with you. Wisconsin football season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your seats for every home game at uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Be a part of what it means to be a Badger.
Eight-point run for Illinois. 13 minutes remaining in Champaign. The Illini 61. The Wisconsin Badgers 52. Wisconsin trailed 39-30 in the first half. Battled back. Let's see what happens this time down by 9.
A lot of it is offensively for Wisconsin right now. Just trying to get that good look. And a lot of it needs to be multiple sides of the floor. You get multiple sides. All of a sudden the shots you're going to get is a little bit better.
Winter. Boyd, Harrington, Ilyaskis, and Blackwell on the floor for the Badgers. Winter throwing to Carrington, flips to Boyd between the arcs. Finds a curling Blackwell, slips to Winter. Nolan in the lane, up over Ivasic. Another rejection. Zvonimir Ivasic tapped back out. Blackwell has it. He'll drive on Davis. Bobbles, gets control again. Low on the left, double team. Shovels it into Carrington. A couple of pumps, goes up. Missed another point-blank shot. But again, that size of Illinois, it's just really bothering Wisconsin.
It's bothering Wisconsin because they're worried about the bodies. You just got to go up. You just have to go up.
Palmer-Kaus throwing to Tomislav Ivasic, right of the circle. Gives off to Wagler, feeds Ivasic, a lob to his brother. Catches low on the left, takes a right, goes up. Blocked by Winter, and they get a held ball. And now another, DJ Karstensen called that, and they'll see if now a conference. The arrow is to Illinois. The shot clock is at 10 as they get that organized. And
now they're going to say inadvertent whistle because there's that. It's
which that's important because it would mean that Illinois still keeps the arrow. If they're not claiming held ball, they're going to take a look at it. We have 12:18 remaining, 61-52. The Illini original call was held ball. And then James Breeding came in and said no. And then maybe an inadvertent whistle. So we'll have our third, I believe it's our third review.
It is.
Right? It is.
We've had two, and then we've had the, I think that's a jump ball still, from what I just see. Shot fake, go up. The jump ball.
And I think
they're going to make the,
this will be immediate timeout. So we'll go ahead and take a break from the Rail Transport broadcast table. 12:18 remaining, Illinois 61, Wisconsin 52. Back in a moment. This is Badger. I think we're going to throw to a full break. Badger basketball. Yep, we'll take a break. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey Badger fans, winter is in full swing, and in Wisconsin, that means serious cold. That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable and friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your heating systems running safely and efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, ask about rebates and financing available through participating dealers for qualified buyers. Find your local Bryant dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com.
Everyone wins when we take care of the environment. GFL delivers affordable, sustainable waste handling solutions to keep customers green for life. Diverse services include commercial waste and recycling collection, roll-off dumpster rental, and more. Customizing options to meet your specific business needs. GFL is the total solution. A local, trusted service provider in solid waste collection, recycling, and disposal services, providing you with safe, dependable, and efficient solid waste and recycling services. Green today, green for life. GFL.
It's game day in Wisconsin, and nothing says game day like a Clements Brat or hot dogs sizzling on the grill. proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, Clements brings you authentic, handcrafted flavor that's been a tradition for over 70 years. Whether you're celebrating game day live at the Kohl Center or cheering on the team from home, make every bite a winning play with Clements. Make it memorable with Clements Brats and Hot Dogs. Pick up at your local store today.
Badger fans, if you're listening to this right now, it's time for a reward. Rewards your full-time fandom with a nice cold Modelo. Modelo, brewed for full-time Badger fans. 12 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. Illinois 61, Wisconsin 52. There's been a replay review here over what was initially ruled a held ball, but I think they may call it an inadvertent whistle.
They are going to, but Coach Kravitz, I don't know if I've seen that. I have to agree with him. I don't know if I've ever seen that with an inadvertent whistle on a jump ball.
Yeah, it's.
And I've played overseas, so I've seen some things in my days.
Here comes the
ball came loose on the attempted shot block. Therefore, there's no jump ball. There's an inadvertent whistle. It'll be Illinois possession with 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, wow, okay. And Illinois keeps the arrow.
Correct.
It's gone final in Lincoln, a thriller in overtime. Purdue escapes, defeats Nebraska 80-77. Huskers rallied to force overtime in that game and down to the wire it win in OT. Big win on the road for the Boilermakers.
We've had some really, really good games in this league, and I got a funny feeling we got a month full of really good games.
Keaton Wagler with 19 on the shot clock, 12-18 the game clock. Inbounds pass tipped back to Wagler. Badgers almost got themselves another turnover. Wagler out high. Throws to Humrickhouse high on the right, flips to Davis, 10 to shoot. Jake Davis right point. Goes off to Wagler. Wagler off the Ivisic screen. Wagler right of the lane with 3 to shoot with 2. Runs it up, and it's an air ball caught weak side by Nolan Winter. 11:55 to play, 61-52 the Illini. Alexis Bieljauskas at the logo on the right side. He'll dribble to the left, bounces off to Blackwell. John at the top, Tomislav Ivisic defending. Blackwell will try a 3, left of the circle, bricked it wide right. Zvonimir Ivisic the rebound. Badgers now firing some blanks from long range. 11.5 minutes to play, 61-52 Illinois. The Badgers have missed their last 10 shots. Wagler high on the left feeds Zvonimir Ivisic at the top. Now Davis off the high screen. A lob to Ivisic. Slam dunk. Zvonimir Ivisic, his first point, 63-52 Illinois. 11:15 remaining in Champaign. Badgers up against it now, trying to get the lid off the basket. A floater from Boyd. No good. And the rebound to Tomislav Ivisic for the Illini. 11 straight misses for Wisconsin. Wagler outside left. Tomislav Ivisic the screen, and they'll get Carrington the foul, trying to fight over it. His second. And it'll be team foul number 6. Austin Rapp ready to check back in for the Badgers. He will sub in for Alexis Bieljauskas. 10:55 remaining, 63-52 Illinois. Ben Humrickhouse sideline left, throws it into Wagler. Defended by Blackwell. Wagler lost his balance, goes to the floor. Pass stolen away by Nick Boyd. He got fouled.
They should at least look at it for a take.
Yeah, he kind of wrapped to Jake Davis with the midcourt foul and wrapping his arms around him. Badgers wanted the flagrant there, and they're not going to get it. Okay, it's team foul number 3.
With everything we've looked at tonight, I'm kind of surprised they're not looking at it.
Yes.
Well, it's a conversation. I mean, we've looked at a lot.
James Breeding over down talking to DJ Karstensen.
Mirkovic returning for Illinois.
Now Mirkovic will come back in for the Illini as Zvonimir Ivisic will sit down. James Breeding talking with Greg Gard, and Greg looking over his right shoulder. Greg Steensma looking at the iPad here. You can appeal this.
Yeah,
there is that option.
Yeah,
but they won't. So Rhodey will inbound for Wisconsin's sideline left. Inbounds, but an appeal is different from a challenge. We'll get into that sometime when we have like 20 minutes to describe that. Here's Nick Boyd to the right baseline. He'll throw it out to Rhodey. Rhodey at the top, shovels it in, tough pass, nice catch. Rapp goes up and in, it counts, and a foul. Austin Rapp with an and one. Aussie with 9 points tonight for the Badgers. They're back within 9.
Wisconsin's one of their last 12. They finally get the bucket there. What was different on that possession? They went with a high pick and roll. They had space. So now all of a sudden the Illini shot blockers aren't around the rim. So Aussie can grab that thing and go up right away. But it was all because of the spacing and the ball movement that created that lane to be wide open.
Jake Davis the foul, his third free throw, no good. Mirkovic the rebound for Illinois. 63-54 the Illini. 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Mirkovic against Rapp, who knocked it loose, and it goes off of Mirkovic and out of bounds. And Austin Rapp is making some plays on the defensive end of the floor here.
His improvement on the defensive end has really come around. I mean, you have to give Oz Rapp a lot of credit.
Rapp with the ball now on the left side. He'll throw to Blackwell. John left wing. And his pass wanted Rapp. It's flicked out of bounds by Wagler. Wisconsin keeps it with 22 on the shot clock, 10-13 to play. 63-54 Illinois. Blackwell sideline left, throws it into Boyd. Boyd up top, feeds Rapp, sends it back to Boyd. Nick high on the right, Jake Davis will check it. Boyd dribbles off the wing, in the lane, tough jumper, contested, good. Slides into the painted area. The Badgers are within 7, 63-56 Illinois. Halfway through the second half of play. Mirkovic kills the dribble, throws to Tomislav Ivicic. Right of the midcourt logo. He'll hand it to Wagler. Wagler against Blackwell at the right point. Wagler left-hand dribble, and a foul is called. They will get Blackwell. And he worked his way around some traffic. He picked up his third. That's team foul number 7. So the Illini into the 1-and-1. Tomislav Ivicic back in for Illinois. Davis out. Pete Wagler, 81% free throw shooter. This is a 1-and-1. He missed his one free throw attempt in the first half. Wagler with 16 points tonight. Illinois 2 of 5 at the foul line. The 1-and-1 is good. Bounces in for the freshman out of Shawnee, Kansas. 8-point lead for the Illini. 9:43 remaining. 6'6", 185-pound freshman Keaton Wagler with the second free throw, and it's straight through. 65-56 Illinois. 9:40 remaining. Boyd to the right side off the Rapp screen. Boyd to the line, goes through the lane, bounces it out to Rhodey. Rhodey between the arcs, a toss to Boyd off the Winters screen. Nick at the free throw line, left of the lane, pass deflected, gets to Blackwell, shot clock at 10. John, left of the lane, Wagler with a tight D, shot clock at 5. Rapp back to John. Blackwell out the Rapp with 3 to shoot with 2. Rapp drives the lane to the rim, high off the glass, and no good. Rebound tip, and Tomislav Ivicic will run it down for Illinois. 9:05 to play, 65-56 the Illini. Keaton Wagler, 18 points deep, 3, drilled it. Yep, they gave him too much space.
Yeah, he's on his heels, and John's playing on the heels, and you can't play on your heels there.
68-56 Illinois, 8:48 remaining. Rapp left of the circle, he'll throw to Winter. Winter leaves it for Andrew Rhodey, high on the right. Rhodey now between the arcs, drifts to the right side, drives, whips to Blackwell, throws to Boyd up top, 3 in the air, good. Nick Boyd a triple, 68-59 Illinois. 8:27 remaining at the State Farm Center, and here's Keaton Wagler. He'll slow jog it through the center circle.
They've just taken John Blackwell off of Wagler and put Andrew Rhodey back on him.
Tomislav Ivicic right of the circle. Throws it back out to Wagler. Wagler around the screen. Rhodey works over it. Wagler driving, throws it up and in. It counts, and a foul on Rhodey.
Kid's pretty good.
He is special. Keaton Wagler is, and it's not exactly breaking news what I just said, but my goodness, is he special. Foul on Rhodey is his 4th. 70-59, Illinois with 8:10 to play. Janicki will check in as Rhodey with that 4th foul will sit down. Wagler with 23 points now. 9 of 17 from the floor. Free throw is in the air, and it's good.
Jake Davis checking in for the Illini.
What makes him so good, I mean, there's lots of reasons, but, I yelled, hey, you can't back up, and then what does he do? He makes you pay.
Yeah.
Anytime you make a mistake, he's really making Wisconsin pay.
Wagler sits down, coming up on the under 8 media timeout. Here's Blackwell off the left wing, drives on Jake Davis. 1 pump, 2 pumps, pivots out to Boyd. Another 3 left of the circle, good again. Nick Boyd back-to-back threes, 71-62. Illinois with 7:50 remaining. Badgers trying to hang around here and then make a push. Mirkovic on the right side for Illinois, stolen by Boyd. 2-on-1 as wrapped to his right. Boyd down the lane, puts it up and in off the glass. Boyd went to the floor. They wanted the n1, didn't get it. And now play is stopped, and we'll go ahead and have the under 8 media timeout. So the Badgers get points off the turnover, and we'll have our media timeout and we'll tell you first that Brew Pub Pizza is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics and local heroes in our communities. They partnered with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to give back to those who serve through each sale of the new Brew Pub Patriot Pizza. Available now in your local grocery store. From the Rail Transport broadcast table, 7:34 to play. Illinois 71, Wisconsin 64. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store, kohls.com for details.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Giving back to the community is a pillar of Wisconsin athletics and one that we're proud to emulate here at Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza. As a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics, Brewpub is proud to announce our support of local heroes through our partnership with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. With every purchase of the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza, we're helping support veterans, first responders, law enforcement officers, and their families during difficult times. Look for the new Brewpub Patriot Pizza today in your local grocery store and enjoy a great pizza for a greater cause.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring social workers starting at over $32 per hour, providing counseling and programming services, including substance use disorder programming to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
With over 1,300 slot machines and a 95% average payout, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is your hometown big win. Make your next night out a winning one at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. Brad Underwood using a timeout. Both teams have 2 remaining. 7:34 left in Champaign. Illinois 71, Wisconsin 64. Pete Wagler back in there for the Illini.
Illinois in the bonus center. Wisconsin don't have any cheap fouls here and send them to the free throw line. Just be solid.
Pete Wagler will bring it up for Illinois. 24 points for him tonight, 5 assists as well. Wagler through the center circle. Jack Janicki will defend it. Now Boyd does off the switch. Wagler high screen, Tomislav Ivasic. Picked up now by Rapp is Wagler. A throw to Ivasic. Feeds his twin brother Zvonimir. And the ball's knocked away by Rapp. It's loose and it's gathered by Zvonimir Ivasic. Throws to Tomislav. Now a left side three is missed by Davis, but he is fouled by Alexis Bielyauskas, and that will be a 3-shot foul. Wow, that close to getting a turnover, and instead it's a 3-shot foul. Jake Davis to the free throw line has 8 points. Illinois ended up losing on Saturday night in overtime, but Jake Davis hit 2 huge pressure free throws with 1 second left in regulation to force overtime. He doesn't get many opportunities. He's 10 of 13 this season, making 11 of 14 as he connects on the first.
Well, but that's one of the things that not enough people nationally talk about with this Illinois team is their retention of some of their guys as well. Like, they've kept some really good role players.
Yes.
Jake Davis is one of those guys that comes in, knocks down shot, plays the right way. You look at Boswell, even though he's hurt, but they've added pieces around as well. But
he's hit the second. One more coming. 2 for 2 here in this string of free throws, make it 3 of 3. So Jay Davis pays them off. 74-64 Illinois, 7:05 remaining. Austin Rapp on the right side, bounces to John Blackwell. Velasquez out right now. You have Winter in there. Blackwell back, speeds Rapp, throws to Winter. Nolan goes off to Janicki. Jack left of the lane. Out the Rapp, good look at a three. Straight on, straight in for Austin Rapp. Aussie with 12 tonight. Badgers within 7.
you said it, keep it close and try to make a run.
6:38 remaining. Wagler outside lefts. Checked by Nick Boyd. Now picked up by Winter on the switch. Wagler steps back, now goes, spins in the lane, floats it out. Zvonimir Ivicic, left corner three, short, rebound Winter. Ahead to Boyd, racing up the floor. Nick will circle on the left wing. And the Badgers will run their offense. 6:15 to play, 74-67 the Illini. Boyd off a high screen from Winter. Boyd driving through the lane, takes it to the left corner for Blackwell, out to Nick. Boyd drives to the line, down the lane, pulls, pops, missed too long. Rebound, Tomislav Ivicic for Illinois. And here comes Wagler for the Illini with 5:55 to play, 74-67 Illinois. Wagler at the edge of the center circle. Nick Boyd in the defensive stance. Now a lob goes into Humrichhaus in the lane, backing on Rapp, turns it back out to Tomislav Ivicic. He'll hand off to Wagler, 7 to shoot. Wagler against Winter. A feed for Tomislav Ivicic. Deep three is in and out. No good. Rebound Rapp for Wisconsin. Wagler went to the floor. Badgers have a 5-on-4. Rapp left of the lane. Kicks to Blackwell. Fakes the three. Drives baseline. Puts it up off the glass. No good. And the rebound to Wagler and another in-close shot missed by Wisconsin. Badgers stay down 7. 5:15 to play. Ivicic can't handle the pass. It's loose and gathered by Wisconsin and John Blackwell. Blackwell, right lane line. Now cut to the lane. Layup blocked inside. They'll call goaltending. Count the basket. Blackwell to the floor hard. As the Badgers are now within 5. 74-69 the Illini. 5:06 to play. Mirkovic will come in for Zvonimir Ivicic.
They're within 5 and they're 8 of 16 on layups.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that being said, you just keep plugging along. That's what this team has done.
Pete Wagler up the floor for the Illini. Coming up to the final 5 minutes in Champaign. 5-point lead Illinois. Humrichhaus high on the left. He'll throw to Wagler out front. Ivicic the high screen. Wagler picked up by Winter now. A throw to Davis, lifts it back to Wagler, right of the circle. Wagler behind the back, dribble in the lane, runs it up left hand, good. Pete Wagler with 26, 76-69 Illinois with 4:40 to play. Boyd wants a screen from Rapp. Started to go, now retreats above the three-point line.
Gotta get the ball moving.
Yep, Winter rotates to Janicki on the left wing. Janicki with a toss to Rapp, refeeds Janicki, quick pass Blackwell, left wing. 12 to shoot. Blackwell dribbles off the wing in the lane. Reverse layup is good for Blackwell. That was tough. 76-71 Illinois, 4:18 remaining. Badgers are not going away. Wagler walks it up for the Illini against Janicki. Wagler left of the center circle.
That's a they're close for a moving screen there by Illinois.
Here's Wagler against Rapp. Wagler left of the lane, tough shot, missed badly. Rebound Ivicic and a reset, shot clock at 5. Ivicic moving in on Winter and he's fouled by Nolan. No, offensive foul. Offensive foul on Tomislav Ivicic. And we'll have the under 4 immediate timeout. We're at crunch time and the Badgers very much in the fight. We'll step away. 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Illinois 76, Wisconsin 71. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Mark Tusher, former UW Badger and Green Bay Packer, and I've known for years that Jones Dairy Farm makes the best all-natural sausage and dry-aged bacon. What I didn't know is that they also make incredible all-natural meatballs, naturally smoked Canadian bacon and ham, and even Braunschweiger. It makes sense. Jones products are made with premium cuts of meat and delicious in-house spice blends. So why wouldn't all their products taste amazing? Try Jones. They're a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. And go Badgers!
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Race to savings now at Menards. We carry the largest in-stock selection of Energizer batteries ready for your next project. Power up your devices with Energizer batteries. Nothing outlasts the long-lasting power of Energizer Ultimate Lithium batteries. Right now, get a 4-pack of lithium batteries for $9.99 through February 14th. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and race to savings on all your battery needs at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Time to spotlight tonight's best of the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics. Well, Glenn Blackwell was in Illinois Fighting Illini. His son John repping the Badgers well. 20 points for him. So you know this game, all games have a lot of meaning to these guys, but this one maybe a little more for JB here.
Oh, absolutely. And I think you look at JB, he's been aggressive, getting to the paint. There was that stretch offensively where Wisconsin just could not score. They tried to get the paint. They had a lot of block, shots, stuff like that. But they've spaced the floor now. So now when their drive is there, the shot blockers aren't there, or they're a little bit late, and you're able to score the layup. Now, you also see they're 8 of 16 with layups. So there's a balance there.
Illinois blocks about 5 shots a game, about half of those coming from Zvonimir Ivasic. He has 3 rejections so far tonight. We have 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Illinois 76, Wisconsin 71. And it'll be Wisconsin basketball. You've got Janicki, Winter, Rapp, Boyd, and Blackwell, the 5 on the floor for Wisconsin. The Ivasic twins out there, Humrickhouse, Wagler, and Davis for the Illini. And Rick Boyd will bring it up. Slides across midcourt. Weaves his way between the circles. Now a burst left of the lane. Davis defends. Now going through the paint is Boyd. Feeds Janicki. A toss to Rapp. Scoops to Blackwell out high. Turns down the Rapp screen. Blackwell driving in the paint. Whips it to Janicki. Left corner 3. Off the rim, no. Tipped up Winter, no. It's loose. Gathered by Tomislav Ivasic for Illinois with 3.5 minutes to play. 76-71 the Illini. Wagler against Janicki. Next foul has Illinois in the double bonus. Wagler outside left. Janicki staying with them. Wagler glides to his right. Rapp picks him up. Wagler feeds Jake Davis, feeds Ivasic for 3. Right corner. Left it short. Off the top of the glass and over the backboard. Out of bounds to Wisconsin with 3:09 to play. Carrington in to replace Janicki. It remains 76-71 Illinois. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in Champaign. Inbounds pass, Boyd letting it roll. Still lets it roll across half court. Here we go. Now picks it up, throws to Blackwell out high. John to the left wing. A feed for Rapp at the top of the circle. Right hand toss, Boyd curls around a Rapp screen. Boyd drives on Tomislav Ivasic in the lane to the rim, scoops it up and in. Boyd pulls Wisconsin within 3, 76-73 Illinois. 2:50 remain. Big Davis outside right. Hands off to Wagler. Carrington defending. Wagler at the edge of the center circle. Off the Tomislav Ivasic bump and now retreats outside left. Sizing him up. Wagler against Winter, 12 to shoot. Ivasic throws it back to Wagler. Driving left of the lane. Leaves it inside. It's batted around. Turnover as Nolan Winter got the deflection. And here's Blackwell to the front court. Blackwell left of the lane. John in the paint. Out the Rapp for 3 in the tie. Austin Rapp a triple. We're tied at 76.
Nolan Winter defensively on Wagler has been really good. As what he's been able to do is create and move his feet and then force dish-ups.
2:07 remaining, 76-76. Wagler high on the left. Zvonimir Ivicic setting the screen. A throw to Ivicic on the left side. 13 to shoot. Sends it back to Wagler. He's with Rapp. Wagler for three. Left of the circle. Good. Cold-blooded Keaton Wagler. 79-76 the Illini. 1:45 remaining. Nick Boyd high on the right. Boyd driving down the lane to the rim. Runs it up and in. Boyd with a strong take. 79-78 Illinois. 1:35 remaining. Now can the Badgers get a stop? Davis. A chance taken by Boyd. Davis spins by him. Now gives off to Wagler, right of the center circle. 1:25 to play. 1 point lead Illinois. Wagler right of the circle. Retreats near the mid-stripe. Shot clock is down at 10. Wagler rocks the dribble. Trying to stay with him is Winter. Wagler now driving. He gets fouled up top by Rapp. And that'll be a two-shot foul with 1:12 to play. 79-78 Illinois.
And what they did, Illinois did, they brought two bigs. So Austin Rapp and Nolan Winter were involved in that screening action. They tried to switch it quickly, but Wagler is able to split it, and then that's where the foul happens.
29 points tonight for Keaton Wagler. 2 free throws here. He's 3 of 4 at the free throw line. And the freshman eyes the rim. First free throw good. Make it 80-78 Illinois with 1:12 to play. 30 points for Keaton Wagler tonight. Second free throw coming up. Takes his 2 rhythm dribbles. He'll send it. And he missed it short. Rebound Nolan Winter. Badgers down 2, 1:10 left in regulation. Nick Boyd, front court. And a timeout taken by Wisconsin with 1:04 to play. We'll keep it here. 1 minute, 4 seconds left in regulation. Illinois 80, Wisconsin 78.
And I like the timeout here by Greg. After every timeout, Wisconsin has really done a good job of creating player movement, which then has forced Illinois' defense to move, which means they haven't been set, and then it's allowed Wisconsin to get downhill. They've got a couple of layups off it. They've also got a couple of kickback threes after all of Greg's timeouts, whether it's the 4-minute timeout or whether it was a called timeout. So I really like what Greg has got. I feel like Greg's dialed in on what has been working against this Illini defense.
This is a 60-second timeout taken by Greg Gard with 64 seconds remaining. Illinois 80, Wisconsin 78. Well, the Badgers beat Michigan. They made 15 threes. They made 14 here so far tonight, 14 out of 33.
And I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to say this. They've played fantastic, but there's no moral victories in February. They need to find a way to close this thing out. Get a bucket, get a stop, get a bucket, find a way to walk out of here with a win. They've played great. I mean, especially with the response from the Indiana game.
That's what I was going to say, Butch, because we were both wondering. I mean, that's a game that you can take a while to shake off that hangover, and they didn't let Indiana beat them twice. So we'll see if they got enough here tonight. But they've given themselves a chance in a very hostile environment against an outstanding Illinois team.
I mean, they've played great, but you got to find a way to close it out.
The Ivicic twins out there, along with Humrickhouse, Wagler, and Jake Davis. 22 on the shot clock, 1:04 on the game clock. The Illinois 80, Wisconsin 78. Badgers come out with Carrington, Blackwell and Boyd, Austin Rapp, Nolan Winter. Carrington sideline right, front court will inbound. Here we go. Badgers still have 1 timeout available. Remember, Illinois has the possession arrow. Point that out in case that becomes relevant. Greg Gard getting his guys organized. Carrington inbounds to Boyd between the circles. A feed to Rapp, flips to Blackwell. John to the line, down the lane, stops out the Rapp for three in the lead, left of the circle. He hit it! Austin Rapp, a cold-blooded triple. What? Badgers up one, 56 seconds to play.
What a play by Greg Gard. Just perfectly drawn.
50 seconds left. Wagler outside left. Boyd defending. 45 seconds. Wagler turns it to Davis. Back out to Wagler between the circles against Nolan Winter. A bounce for Davis. It gets there high on the left. 10 to shoot. Wagler left of the lane. Fouled out of the floor by Carrington with 35.3 to play. Wagler will shoot 2. Third foul on Braden Carrington. 81-80 Wisconsin.
Wagler at the line for Illinois. Shooting 2.
Wagler 30 points in the game, 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Illinois tonight 9 of 13 at the foul line. First free throw, Wagler. It rattles through. We're tied at 81. David Mirkovic back in for Illinois. Tomislav Ivasic will come out. Wagler has tied the game. Now he'll try to give his team the lead with the second free throw. 31 points for the freshman tonight. Wagler with the second free throw on the way, and it is short. Rebound to Wisconsin and Austin Rapp. Down to 30 seconds to play, and walking it up, now jogging it up, is Nick Boyd. 25 seconds to play. At about a 5-second difference, shot the game clock. Tied at 81, 20 seconds to play. Nick Boyd standing, uncontested dribble, right of the center circle. Shot clock at 8, game clock 13. Boyd with 10 seconds on the game clock. Boyd left of the circle, feeds Blackwell with 2 to shoot, with 1, deep 3, Blackwell off the rim short. Rebound tapped, Humrichhaus with 2, with 1, and we're going to overtime in Champaign. Another overtime game for the Badgers. We are tied at 81.
Another 5 minutes of this sounds pretty good to me.
Terrific game. Let's take a breath and pause. 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. So 5 more minutes here in Champaign, Wisconsin 81, Illinois 81. The Badgers trailed by as many as 12 here in the second half. They've been living in that neighborhood a lot. They do have a habit of coming back from double-digit deficits, and they've at least forced overtime here tonight.
Life in the Big Ten.
That's something else.
It's something. I mean, yeah. you had Nebraska and Purdue go to overtime earlier tonight. Now you've got this one going to overtime. It really has been, great league, great basketball. Can there be carryover from the Indiana game to now? We've seen the first half. What do you learn in overtime? I think the biggest thing here for this Wisconsin team is offensively they've tapped into a little bit of something where they've gotten a lot of player movement, ball movement. They've really done a really good job of cracking the paint. John Blackwell, to watch this, and I'm saying this is just that forearm has really started to push off and become an exaggeration.
Yep.
And I'm worried about the offensive foul on the drive. Now, that being said, John's been driving to the paint, and there's a lot of contact that hasn't been called. So John's got, if you're the offensive player, if you're not going to call the bump and the hip ride, then I've got to be able to use my forearm a little bit to get the space that's needed as well. So, but just as we get into this 5 minutes, be careful of that.
Third overtime game for the Badgers, second in as many games. Wisconsin lost to Villanova back in December. The heartbreaker Saturday in Bloomington. Illinois 0-1 at back-to-back OT games for Brad Underwood's team. Lost in overtime in East Lansing on Saturday night, 85-82. Braden Carrington stays in there for Wisconsin. Remember, Andrew Rohde has 4 fouls.
But it's also one of the things with this Illinois team. They've got some injuries, and their depth, you can see on Illinois' faces here a little bit on all of them. There's a little bit of fatigue. Can you throw the first punch?
No Andrei Stojakovic tonight. It's almost 14 points a game they don't have.
And no Boswell.
Yep, and no Kylan Boswell. And the tap will go to Illinois here in overtime as they stay moving to our right. Keep Wagler up the floor. Nick Boyd will pick him up. Wagler between the circles. A throw to Jake Davis at the right point. Hands off to Humrichhaus. Tossed it back out to Wagler. Shot clock is at 10. Wagler high on the left. He's Mirkovic back to Wagler. Deep three left side. That is short. Just grazed the front rim. And it is knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Wisconsin. Badger had it. Then an Illini player tapped it away out of bounds. Opening minute of overtime. Tied at 81. Here's Nick Boyd for Wisconsin. Moving to our left. And a foul is called. They'll get Jake Davis off the ball. That is his fourth and team foul number 6. Opening minute of overtime with 32 seconds into it. Tied at 81. Carrington sideline left will inbound. Throws it into Boyd. Boyd against Humrichhaus. Nick out front. High screen wrap. Boyd will use it. Now retreats. Mirkovic defending. Boyd drives in the lane. Puts it up. No, but a foul. Badgers want a goaltend call. They're going to talk about it. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes. Count it. And one.
If the foul was there, it definitely was a goaltend.
Mirkovic the foul. His second. And one for Nick Boyd. Tomislav Ivasic will come in to replace Mirkovic. Or excuse me, Vladimir Ivasic. And remember, Underwood does not have a challenge.
And that, exactly, absolutely. And they used it in the first half.
83-81, Wisconsin with 4:17 left in overtime.
Now the bucket's good. They're going to review the goaltend, and they can do this, and they can do that. In overtime with 4 minutes left, it's the right mechanics of what you should do.
Yep, you're right. So there will be a foul, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's not close. It's goaltend. But the mechanics, as far as the way they're taught, this is the way the mechanics should work. This should be a very quick review.
We have 4:17 left in overtime. The score at the moment is 83-81 Wisconsin. Call on the floor was goaltending.
It's off the glass and then it's blocked.
Yeah.
It's a quick, it's going to be a bucket, it's going to be good. He's going to get the foul. But the mechanics of this, fans, I know you're upset. This is just the way it's got to go. And it's quick.
After review, the call stands 2 points, 1 free throw for Wisconsin.
Nick Boyd with 22 points here in this game. And a chance to add to that at the free throw line. David Mirkovic with that foul. That is his second. Boyd 1 of 2 at the foul line tonight. 22 points in the game. Blackwell has 20. Austin Rapp has 18. Boyd eyes the rim. Free throw on the way, and it will bounce in for him. 3-point play. 84-81 Wisconsin with 4:17 left in overtime. Keaton Wagler up the floor for the Illini. Wagler right side against Braden Carrington. A handoff to Humrichhaus. Moves it to Ivasic right of the circle. Throws it back to Wagler. Wagler now matched up with Nolan Winter. 13 to shoot. 4 minutes left in overtime. A bounce to Tomislav Ivasic. Backing on Carrington. Backing right block. Turns up right hand. Rims out. No. Whistle inside. Foul called. They'll get Nick Boyd, they say. That'll be his second. And 2 free throws coming up for the Illini with 3:53 left in overtime. 84-81 Wisconsin.
I don't know if I should be mad about that or not. There's a lot of bodies down there.
Yeah, there were, yeah. Mirkovic, 81% free throw shooter, 2 of 2 tonight. 2 attempts here, and he's no good with the first. It rattles out. Vladimir Ivasic back in for Illinois for his twin brother Tomislav. 84-81 Wisconsin, 3:53 left in overtime. David Mirkovic, 11 points tonight. He averages 12.5 a game. Second free throw is on the way, and that's no good. Rebound tipped and gathered by Braden Carrington. Just ripped it away from traffic. 3:45 left in OT, 84-81 Wisconsin. Nick Boyd out high. Moves to his right, hands off to Blackwell between the circles. Wagler defends a feed to Carrington. Bobbles, gathers, took a look. Now backs off, gives it to Blackwell. Shot clock at 10. Blackwell at the center circle, inching up around a Winter screen. Blackwell with 5 to shoot, a 3 in the air. Blackwell, good for John Blackwell. And it's 87-81 Wisconsin with 3:20 left in overtime. Humrichhouse left sideline front court. Timeout Illinois. We'll keep it here. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in overtime. Wisconsin 87, Illinois 81.
Kind of been crazy, but that number 80 has really been a big deal, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
You know who got to 80? It was 81-80. It's just something. It really has with this team. That's been the number.
Yeah, 14-0 when they get to that point. The other thing they've done this year too is they've had 90+ in a program record 9 games this season. You play a team like Illinois, you're going to have to push that, right? I mean, you can play good defense. You're going to give up in the 80s.
Yes, you just are.
Underwood has 2 timeouts available, as does Guard. Remember, you are given another timeout when a game goes to overtime. Illinois is in the double bonus. Wisconsin would be in the 1-1. It'll be Illinois ball with 3:17 of the game clock and 25 of the shot clock. We're in overtime in Champaign with the Badgers leading 87-81.
I said this earlier when they were down by 2. There's no moral victory.
No,
they've played great. But when you look at where you're at February, you're talking about Big Ten tournament seeding. You're talking about NCAA tournament seeding.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the Michigan win carries weight. This win is going to carry weight. Like you got to find a way to close this out.
And that's the thing that you talk about Saturday. I mean, it's seed lines.
No,
it's
it's in play now.
The weight on these games.
Absolutely. And this is one that carries a ton of weight. The Michigan one carries a ton of weight, but you're up 6 with 3:17 left. You have to close this one out.
Ben Humrichhouse, front court sideline left will inbound. 87-81 Wisconsin. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in overtime. As we get set to resume play. James Breeding, the official, waiting for the signal. He gets it. He'll give it to Humrichhouse, and we do resume play as Wagler gets the inbounds pass, takes it to the front court against Austin Rapp. Wagler with a right-hand dribble feeds Zvonimir Ivasic. Tossed it back to Wagler out high. He'll get it to Humrichhouse. 3 in the air, right side, off the rim, and out no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Austin Rapp with 3 minutes left in overtime.
Who's been fantastic this game. The Aussie has been fantastic.
18 points and good work defensively. Here's Boyd off the high screen from Winter. Boyd left of the lane. Circles to the wing. Shot clock at 13, 2:45 left in overtime. 6-point lead, Wisconsin. Badger coach is directing traffic. Here's Boyd, left of the lane, drives on Humrichhouse, throws it up. Tough shot, got it off the window. 89-81 Wisconsin. 2:30 left in overtime. Mirkovic up the floor for the Illini. Badgers up by 8. Mirkovic throws to Wagler, high on the right. Wagler against Rapp. Wagler steps back, now moves right baseline inside Ivasic, and he puts it up and in low on the left. Zvonimir Ivasic has 4. 89-83 Wisconsin, 2:10 left overtime. Nick Boyd, right sideline, front court. High screen Winter. Boyd drives down the lane to the rim, off the glass, no good. Rebound Mirkovic.
And he didn't need to go that fast.
Up here comes Humrichhouse, left side front court, 1:57 left in overtime. Wagler out between the circles, 1:52 left in OT. Badgers up 6. Wagler kicks to Davis. A bump, they play on. Carrington defending. Davis looking inside, finds Mirkovic, right block, turns up, no, rebound tip. Zvonimir Ivasic runs it down. Now to Humrichhouse, 1:38 left in overtime. 89-83 Wisconsin. Wagler against Rapp, steps back, 3 in the air, good. Keep Wagler a triple. Timeout Illinois with 90 seconds left in overtime. 89-86 Wisconsin. Keaton Wagler with 34 points tonight.
That's why the last possession by Nick Boyd, I said you don't need to go that fast.
Yep.
You're up. You were up 6. It's on your, what you want is it right in front of you. You don't need to be rushed. Illinois forces that rushed layup. It's a missed layup. Now it's a three-point game with 1:29 left.
Illinois has one timeout available. The Badgers have 2. Wisconsin has the possession arrow. Wisconsin is in the 1-and-1. Illinois the double bonus. 89-86 Wisconsin. Peyton Wagler hitting a huge 3 a moment ago for the Illini. Illinois comes out with Zvonimir Ivisic, along with Mirkovic, Humrichhaus, Davis, and Wagler. Badgers have Winter and Rapp, Carrington, Boyd, and Blackwell. And Illinois showing press. Let's see if it stays with it or backs out of it. Winter will throw it in. Humrichhaus will come up on Nolan. 1:30 left in overtime. 89-86 Wisconsin. Inbounds pass Carrington. He flips to Boyd to the front court. And Boyd will set things up. Gives off to Blackwell left sideline. Feeds Rapp between the circles. Gets it back to Blackwell. 1:18 left in overtime. Blackwell against Davis out left of the center circle. Shot clock at 10. Game clock a minute 10. Blackwell throwing to Carrington. Refeeds Blackwell out high. Blackwell left of the lane, steps back and lost it. Turnover. Wisconsin with 1:04 left in overtime. 89-86 Wisconsin. Tomislav Ivisic will come in for his brother.
And now you've got to be solid. And this is the biggest thing, is whether they're looking to get a 3 or drive. With 1:04 left, there's still a lot of time. It's not like you're just taking away a 3 here. You got to be solid. You got to get to the three-point line. Have your closeouts ready.
That is just the 4th turnover tonight for Wisconsin. Badgers in points off turnovers. A big edge, 23-5. Inbounds pass to Wagler. And he brings it up. 1 minute left in overtime. 89-86 Wisconsin. Wagler with 34 points tonight. He dribbles between the circles against Nolan Winter. Rebounds to Jake Davis. Fakes the 3. Sidesteps. Takes a contested 3. Short and air ball. Mirkovic catching inside. Puts it up. No, but a foul. Sometimes a shot is so bad it's actually good.
Air balls are tough to rebound. They just are.
Nick Boyd, his 3rd foul. 47 seconds left in overtime. 89-86 Wisconsin. David Mirkovic will shoot 2. He is 2 of 4 at the foul line tonight. He has 11 points in the game. 3-point lead Wisconsin. Mirkovic, the freshman, 6'9", 250-pounder. First free throw, no good. One more coming. He's missed 3 in a row here. 89-86 Wisconsin. Got a box out here, said Captain Obvious. Second free throw for Mirkovic. Gets the ball from official DJ Karstensen. Takes his 2 dribbles, eyes the rim, sends it, hits it. 89-87 Wisconsin. Zvonimir Ivisic in for Tomislav. Badgers up 2, 47 seconds left in overtime. Illinois again showing press. Austin Rapp will inbound. Humrichhaus in his grill. Inbounds pass to Boyd. And Boyd up the right sideline to the front court. Timeout Wisconsin with 43.5 seconds left in overtime. 89-87 Wisconsin. Badgers still have 1 timeout left after using this one.
Now we've seen Illinois kind of like a little run and jump the last couple of possessions. I anticipate Illinois to kind of be in that same situation, because Greg Gard has been just a wizard with the ATOs here. I mean, he has drawn up some magical stuff here, and a lot of it's been creating stuff to get downhill, and then from there you're getting different looks, whether it's the kickback 3 because the defense is sucked in, but he's been just phenomenal.
1 timeout left for Greg Gard, 1 timeout left for Brad Underwood. Possession arrow Wisconsin. Wisconsin is in a 1-and-1. Illinois a double bonus. Carrington Blackwell and Boyd, Winter and Rapp. Jake Davis will be in the face of Carrington. Will inbound front court sideline right. 43.5 seconds left in overtime. 89-87 Wisconsin. Inbounds pass backcourt for Nick Boyd. He'll bring it across to the right side. 40 seconds left in OT. Shot clock now at 20. Boyd an uncontested dribble. Omri Kaus giving him space. Down to 30 seconds. 13 to shoot. Boyd at the logo on the right side. Now the Winter. Hands off to Blackwell. John up top, 7 to shoot. Blackwell against Ivisic. Blackwell in the lane. Spins, fades, flips, short. Rebound loose. Ivisic diving. Winter gathers. Timeout, Wisconsin. Nolan Winter getting the deflection in the right corner. Took the timeout before he went out of bounds. And that's the final timeout for Wisconsin. And now Austin Rapp favoring his right leg. He's
cramping.
Yeah. Brent Newhart getting over there. Yeah, he's cramping the right calf. 14.8 seconds left in overtime. 89-87 Wisconsin. Shot clock is off. But now Austin Rapp is going to have to come out, it looks like. This is a 30-second timeout. This guy has played his heart out tonight. 31 minutes. He was really sick last week. They did not take him down to Indiana. 31 minutes tonight, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Made some terrific defensive plays.
And then you look at Nolan Winter, just what he's done. 4 points, 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
But just
winning play there, yeah.
But a winning play there, but defensively what he was doing.
Yes.
Nolan's been really good when he's been put in a one-on-one situation against Keaton Wagler as well.
89-87 Wisconsin, 14.8 seconds left in overtime. Andrew Rohde is in for Rapp. Rohde will inbound, baseline right. Yurkovich in his face. Rohde looking and looking, still looking. He'll lob it out to Carrington. Catching, got fouled by Davis with 14.2 left in overtime. A 1-and-1 coming up for Braden Carrington. Jake Davis has just fouled out. He will finish with 11 points. And Carrington, who this season is 74% from the foul line, 26 of 35. Remember, a lot of that work was done in Ann Arbor at the free throw line.
Yes.
And a critical 1-and-1 for the senior out of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. He has 6 points in this game. 89-87 Wisconsin. 14.2 seconds left in overtime. An encouraging tap from Nick Boyd as Carrington steps to the line. It's the ball from the official James Breeding. A 1-and-1 for Braden. Front end on the way. It bounces in for Carrington. 90-87 Wisconsin. A smile on the face of Carrington. One more free throw coming up, trying to make it a 2-possession game. Timeout, Brad Underwood. That's his last one. 14.2 left in overtime. Wisconsin 90, Illinois 87 as the Badgers hit 90 points for the 10th time this season.
But what they've done here is they've just stayed true to the course, right? They've just continued to battle and battle and battle offensively. They've got some really good stuff where they've been able to get to the paint, and then that's where the kickback for Austin Rapp, a couple of big threes, and obviously in the isolation, Nick Boyd just kind of, John Blackwell with the isolation to hit that big three to put them up 6. But that defensive, what they've done on the defensive end as well, Matt, has been, I mean, I know Keaton Wagler has 34, but they've made him work for everything.
They have. He's so good. Ivisic has 19, but 17
I was just going to, yeah, exactly.
One more free throw coming up for Braden Carrington. He now has 7 points in the game. 14.2 seconds left in overtime. Wisconsin 90, Illinois 87. Brad Underwood using his final timeout. Both teams are out of timeouts.
You know, if you look at Braden, if he makes this one, obviously it's a no foul situation. You play that out. If he misses this, it's one of those situations. Do you try to foul a little bit?
Yeah.
But there's 14.2 on the clock. I think there's too much time to even talk about that. You just play it out and you try to switch it.
Yep. Second free throw coming up for Braden Carrington. Slaps hands again with Nick Boyd. Andrew Rohde stays in there. Austin Rapp cramping up here in the final seconds of overtime. Second free throw for Carrington. Eyes the rim. Sends it straight through for Carrington. Badgers lead by 4. 14.2 seconds to play. Inbounds pass to Wagler up the left sideline against Carrington to the front court. Wagler is off to Humrichhaus. 8 seconds. Contested 3 left side is good for Humrichhaus. 6.3 to play. 91-90 Wisconsin. Illinois has no timeouts, nor does Wisconsin. Rhodey looking to inbound, looking into Blackwell. He gets fouled by Mirkovic with 5.7 seconds left. 1-1 coming up. Boy, what a shot by Humrichhaus a moment ago.
Absolutely.
5.7 left in overtime. 5.7 to play. Wisconsin 91, Illinois 90. A 1-1 for John Blackwell. His first free throw attempt of the night. He's an 85% foul shooter. He has 23 points in the game. Hands on hips, Blackwell now steps up. Takes a deep breath. One rhythm dribble, front end is good for Blackwell. 92-90 Wisconsin, 5.7 left in overtime.
Now this is where I do think you foul if John makes this to put you up 3.
Second free throw coming up for Blackwell. It's on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Ivasic the rebound with 4, with 3. Wagler across half court with 2, with 1, throws it up. No good, and the Badgers win it. They come to Champaign. They take down Illinois in overtime. A massive win for Greg Gard and the Wisconsin Badgers.
And they just stayed the course. They just stayed the course.
An absolutely terrific college basketball game tonight as the Badgers, for the 5th time this calendar year, come back from double digits down to win a game, and they do it against the Illinois Fighting Illini tonight. The Badgers hearing it from some of the Orange Crush. Some of the Badgers giving it right back.
More than some.
And the Badgers will head home with a critical 2-point win on the road.
Talked about